Cips clip.
Tonight at 11.
Doom! It's a plan! And I'm angry! I'm not a slave! I've broken the conditioning! It doesn't work on me! I'm primitive, I'm real, I know the enemy, and if we can have this spirit of normal humanity spread, it's over for the globalist! Break the conditioning now! Excuse me.
This is not the Infowars Nightly News, where the answer to 1984 is not $19.95 plus shipping and handling, but the answer is to try and understand the double-barrel bullcrap, the double-speak, and the Orwellian wonderland we now find ourselves in. So sit back and relax as I take you through a real alternative look at the news and so-called alternative media alike. Enjoy.
Cips clips.
Alrighty YouTube, another one of Kips Clips. Welcome to Not the Infowars Nightly News, an alternative look at the alternative media. Skeptic about the skeptics, watch the watchers, it's always a good idea. So this week I thought, everybody was listening, well a lot of people I knew was listening to it last night, the Richie Allen interview with Ken O'Keefe. So I thought we'd dip into that and give another opportunity for people to discuss it on another level rather than from the Richie level, or I'm in Team Max or I'm in Team Ken. So before we do that, hopefully there'll be not too many technical issues this week. If things start spazzing out, please feel free. Let me just check the levels of this bad boy. Please feel free. Oh, it's well too loud. That should be better, actually. Please feel free to let me know about any audio issues and stuff. If anybody's got me on the Skypes, that would be spot on. So before I get on with the bull crap, let's have a little look in the chat room. Say hi to everybody that's joined. Sorry about the confusion about the start time. I was going to put it ahead an hour, but then I didn't get all my stuff done, so I had to wait till 11. So sorry for the wait, but anyway, better late than never. So thanks for joining everybody from the get-go. If you do enjoy it, the premise, any point you take anything away from this, feel free to stick a wee thumbs up. It is much appreciated. All the buttons down below if you want to share it with friends, family or foe. Down below as well you'll get the button for all the community pages, event pages, so on and so forth. There's nearly about 2,500 people on the community page now, so you can go over there and check that if you please. Hello everybody in the chat. Sorry about the confusion from the start, but better late than never. Nimi, your eye colours, Vadum, Lewis, more Iraqi genetics. How you doing? Fun time, Alan, Stewie, Lowlands, how you doing, buddy? In the evening, one and all. Have a wee look in here. Alan McVicker in the evening, my man. Blazing, Collie man, fun time, Cookie. Kendo in the evening, gents. I hope you are all doing well, especially you, Kendo, because you're my favourite. Lewis, Lowlands, Made in the UK PLC. Mr. Wild Brew, Nemi, Stewie, Vadum, Wishflix, and your icons. Nice to see the chat, nice and busy for a change. First time in ages, so in the evening, one and all. Hopefully I've not missed. The artist formerly known as Tony was in earlier as well. Wish, Fix, Fun Time, Blazing, and I think of many. Gareth John, Mr. Gareth John, and I hopefully I'll catch you all before the evening is out, so thank you for joining, one and all. Now I'm going to try and do this a wee bit differently, like I tried last week, so let's just see if this works. Don't see any reason why not. There's the Ken O'Keefe response to claims of his World Citizen Contract pyramid scheme. It was less of a response and more of a farce all round. Potato. Oh, it was funny, man. Ken was really flapping, putting them into context between the one he done with Max and the one he done with Ken. He obviously had a favourite, I would say. But anyway, let's before we go into the Richie Allen show, we'll leave that for later. Let's have a look at a few other wee bits and bobs of the so-called alternative media and there's not that much, but there's Jesus, I say there's not that much. Alex Jones gives you piles. And I hate to pick on this guy, man, but he's such an important player, and you do actually put, I'm risking my life like Ken O'Keefe talking about Alex Jones. It's real. It's real. Hold on, I'm pretty sure. I know I've got some new sound effects.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Oh, cheers, Spock.
Fascinating.
But what I was looking for?
It's real.
There we go. Alex is in the house. So, all will become clear to me when I start putting some of this stuff into context. It will come back to me. Oh. Anyway, sorry about this, but I'm trying to. This is me not trying to overload my computer as well. Oh, there's the man. There's the champ himself. You can see why he hangs around with Jesse Ventura. And there's some more groundbreaking journalism. Right, but let's go from the top. Now, we're not going to have to watch the start of this, but just have a wee... Oh no, sorry. Wrong clip. I keep trying to point out, obviously Alex is a good salesman, he knows his market, and over in America there's a big market for the evangelical stroke apocalypse is coming stuff from where he originated from and whatnot, down in the Bible Belt of the US of A. And over time it looks like he's kept those ties, and he seems to push the overall the Judeo-Christian apocalyptic end times is coming agenda. I think that's fair to say over time. And here's Alex himself.
But epic things happening. I mean, obviously you heard the show today where I talked about what we've known for a while, but it's really true. Infowars is at the heart of the resistance, and we need to say that because we need your prayers and support. We're under sickening behind-the-scenes attack, and I told people it's beyond a movie. I mean, God's taken me through it. It's been very...
Yes, there's dumb bastards in Scotland taking the piss out of me. He works for the New World Order. He doesn't drink tangerine.
Very painful, and we've made it through it, and it's just another waves are coming, but it's.
This is when his WWF training comes in. Don't worry. Anyway, sorry. Back to the show. There ain't no party like an Alex Jones party.
It's still, I cannot believe the...
Oh, look to God! Come on, come down! He's coming back, Jesus himself.
Effect we're having. It is biblical.
It is biblical. And to give Alex his due, they have fucking actually really rudely cut him off there. God knows what he was saying after that, know what I mean? So, a bit unfairly out of context to an nth degree. But, just want to show you that this guy thinks he's Jesus. Oh look, oh man, look, I've got a halo above my head. I'm the real Jesus. Anyway, let's have a wee look at some more of this pap that has been pumped out by the... it's too easy to go down the Trump route. We all know that basically Alex Jones is telling you to vote for Trump. Yes! It's a right-left paradigm! Now vote for the left team. Yes, it's just a red team and a blue team. Now vote for the red team. Think about what they're leading you down, but anyway.
In just under 30 years, China has catapulted into a superpower, challenging American dominance in just about every field imaginable.
Fear porn about China? Fitting the State Department's propaganda list right now?
But the real question is just how will China overtake the U.S. to become the supreme global power? There's a new film called China.
They'll be able to build ships out of chopsticks. They've got so many chopsticks, we know it. They will have chopsticks that will shoot lasers. We know it. We know what these Chinese people are up to.
China on Top. How China is using America's playbook to take over the world. It's a documentary film directed by Jonathan Roth and
Ooh, making some money. Believing the mainstream media. Let's have a wee look at this guy.
explores how China will become the world's economic and geopolitical leader. Let's go ahead and take a look at a scene from the film.
Native advertising on Alex Jones? No, this guy's upfront and honest. He wouldn't do such a thing without actually openly telling you that this is a blatant advert for some pish piece of propaganda, which ultimately is just going to get your average American to buy an AR-15 in case the Japs or the Chinese come invading.
My wife and I sponsored a gala to raise $2 million for the
A gay lad? Fuck's sake, he sponsored a gay lad.
Asian art museums here on the Washington Mall. Part of that was an event involving Hillary Clinton as Secretary of State giving a large cash award and a medal to a Chinese artist.
Art is a tool of diplomacy. It is one that...
Don't eat me, Hillary Clinton!
That's damn right.
that reaches beyond governments, past all of the official conference rooms and the presidential palaces to connect with people all over the world.
The artist blew up.
Wow, he's demonising China and also running the rally for Trump as well. Gotta love how Alex Jones does this. He crams so much shit into one little package.
Up a Christmas tree, very large Christmas tree on the National Mall while we all applauded.
Now listen to this. This is like X Factor. Playing your heartstrings, but these heartstrings go out to your Christian core in America. Think about this. China burned the Christmas tree! Get them!
I thought it was quite impressive, but I had doubts. Why are we paying this money to blow up a Christmas tree a few weeks before Christmas? So
Why am I paying Alex Jones all this money for a water filter and for vitamins and minerals when all I really need to do is eat a healthy, balanced diet?
I asked the defector from China, who is this artist?
Yes, wee Chin from down the street, a defector.
How well known is he back in China? And the defector brought up some amazing material that this artist is particularly nationalistic. His favorite book is a book about how to use cyber warfare to bring Wall Street to its knees. This artist we had paid so much and made a star ourselves turned out to be quite nationalistic in his attitudes toward America. Look how far things have gone. We pay to have our own symbols destroyed.
Oh no, they killed the tree, now we need to go and kill the Chinese. China on top. I'm pretty sure I've seen some blue movies called that. Blue movies? Where the fuck did I get that from? To watch the full piece of stuff, go over to kcresearch.com.
And joining me now is award-winning Canadian television producer Jonathan Roth.
Oh no! He's a television producer! Do you know the known liars and the mainstream media that we can never trust unless they say something that we're on board with, and then we trust them. Look at the BBC, they're lying. Look, there's an article by the BBC, I've got the documents. Right, so let's go and have a look at this guy who's punting you a documentary, a Canadian dude, you know, the Royal Canadian guy, and yeah, let's see what he's punting.
Your work has been featured Omni Television, Biography
Television
Channel, the Discovery Channel, and of course you're the executive producer at Roth Multimedia. And if people want to go ahead,
and thus the Truther Industrial Complex one big cock train is complete. How many bojos have made fucking bullcrap documentaries for the fucking Discovery Channel? Mike Rivero included. Jesse Ventura's been on board with all those fucking bullcrap. I mean, you don't get close to the television if you're I don't know. You don't get close to the television. Anyway, so let's go and have a wee look at this guy. But oh no, it's Alex Jones. He told me about fluoride water. He won't lie to me. This isn't a native ad. This is him trying to enlighten people about the Chinese threat. Honest, go and buy your anti-China AR-15. We make the bullets with slants on them. They are Chinese hunters. Chinese hunter bullets, brought to you by Infowars. Anyway, this is this guy, Roth Multimedia. Multimedia, mainstream media guy, you know, the people Infowars tell us not to trust, but then parrot all their stuff with their own wee spin on it. That's who we are talking about here. Roth Multimedia, China on top. I'm not playing it. You can go and find this yourselves if you fancy it. Casey Research, this is where this place is coming from. What did I want to show you? Right down the bottom here. Wait till you see this stuff, man. It's actually quite funny. Right, so as featured on Fox Business, Wall Street Journal, Market Watch. Yes, brought to you by Alex Jones. Now you'll just, I don't know, make it up what you will. You can't really say a categoric guilt of association, but it shows you the kind of characters that Alex Jones is bringing on his show. And my mouse is in the wrong bit. Alex Jones is bringing on his show and quite happy to parrot their bullcrap. And ultimately, what is it? It's a pile of fear porn about China. If you want to go and find out what a threat China is, go and listen to the news yourself. Don't listen to fucking Alex Jones. He won't take you anywhere fast. He will let you know what the government and everybody else wants you to know. You better believe it. So this is about Jonathan Roth, executive producer. Just look at the people he's worked for and stuff. Do you know all the people that were told not to trust until he turns up in Alex Jones, and then he's alright. He's been on Alex Jones. Anyway. Yes, let's have a look at this one. I think that is why I got this picture ready. Is Alex Jones on Hillary Clinton's GIMP list? Let's hear from the man himself.
Before the Clintons left their governorship in Arkansas, more than 100 people had been suspiciously murdered.
God, I've really got a sore throat just fucking listening to that shit, man. I mean, Alex...
How am I supposed to sit here and calmly take this?
I don't know, mate, but just calm down on the vocals. You're being a vocal fry. Please, but anyway.
Hundreds more died during their first terms, and the scourge continues to this day. DNC staffer after DNC staffer that speaks out against election fraud or leaks information to WikiLeaks ends up gunned down. And the Clinton crime family and their backers is now in the spotlight. If I die, if they kill me, it was done for a worthy cause.
Man, fucking hell, Clinton, come on, get your finger out, man. So you see the amount of votes you would pick up if you took out Alex Jones. and I'm saying that joking because we really need Alex Jones to fight the New World Order. I wouldn't wish death on anybody, but in reality I wouldn't wish death on anybody. But like, nah, like this is WWF-esque, and like, is it a coincidence that Hillary Clinton's talking about Alex Jones and all that? I don't know. I'm a weird to be sceptical. I don't know. Call me probably. I mean, Alex Jones is obviously on Hillary Clinton's kill list. He's got the documents.
Somebody's got to stand up against these people. Long before George W. Bush
What the hell is your problem, you jackass?
should take an office, or Senator Obama was even thinking about being president, I was there, exposing the crimes of the Clintons. So it is fitting that I, Alex Jones, called the Dark Heart by Hillary Clinton, would be your chronicler. A chronicler who risked his very life exposing these evil ones.
I've got the documents, sir.
In 1992, and it was instituted here in Texas in 1993. I know the code, sir. Are you going to...
It's also...
I know the code, sir. Why the hell were you not speaking like that back then, Alex? Why do you... Why... Why were you not giving yourself vocal fry back in the day, Alex? Speaking like you're yabba dabba dabba 07, like you're doing a voiceover for a cheesy Hollywood film.
So what happens when you listen to the radio host, Alex Jones?
Tangy tangerine
Just a few
kiss.
days ago, Hillary Clinton, one of the most powerful criminal kingpins in history, came out on national television.
National television, motherfuckers. I'm on national TV. Woo, bitches.
And said that I had a horrible dark heart.
I don't know what happens in somebody's mind or how dark their heart must be.
Right, that's enough of this pish. Because I'm sitting thinking the Richie Allen stuff might be a bit better. Here's a beautiful wee piece though. Right, again, this is why you have to watch the watchers and be sceptical about the skeptics, because they will rock up and do some blatantly crazy stuff, and if you're not watching the watchers, this will go under your radar.
What do you think about Hillary Clinton? Try not to vomit. Do you think she's a liar?
Yes.
Just a random day walking around Texas, you know.
Owen Schroyer from Infowars.com, and I am on the streets of
See a new gimp.
Austin, Texas, before the UT football game, and I'm trying to find out...
The UT, University of Texas. Right, so they went to a football game. What are they going to get at a football game? Let's listen.
Out where people's loyalties lie for the 2016 presidential election. No TV polls, no internet polls, no rigged polls, just human intelligence on the streets of Austin, Texas. Who are you going to...
Yeah, just human intelligence, because we're going somewhere where we know probably... I mean, just a good guess. I mean, I would think this myself. You go to a football game, you're going to predominantly maybe get Trump supporters, especially if you're going to Austin, a football game in Austin, Texas. I think that's quite a... Am I wrong in saying this? Even for this far away, like, come on, even Americans can't be this stupid. How likely are you to get Hillary supporters and Trump, Hillary supporters or Trump supporters at a University of Texas? Is it a football game, basketball game? I don't even... Football! Yeah! Football with a weird shaped football, yeah!
What are you voting for in November, sir?
Actually, I'm voting for Donald Trump.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Why do you like Trump?
Because he's going to do some change, dude.
Not Hillary.
Anyone but Hillary?
Pretty much.
What do you think about Trump?
As long as he's not Hillary.
What about you, man?
It'll be Trump. I will vote for Trump.
You seem to have some...
Yes. I don't know. This is just one hell of a big coincidence. One big hell of a quinky dink, isn't it? But anyway, let's leave Alex Jones up there watching us. And see what other bullcrap I've got. Oh, man. Right. Actually,
Well,
it's crazy, right? See, through watching this guy, man, I'm not even saying this as a joke, but his sympathies go out. But I think, and again, this guy ain't a shill or anything like that. This is just an example of what I think genuine people have like fell off the cliff, man, and just became genuine, like, whoo. You know how like the internet has confused them so much, filled their head with so much shite that they lose the ability to actually fucking judge stuff, and it shows you, like, let's say this is just a modern incantation of people seeing Jesus in grapefruits and watermelons and stuff, right? People seeing things that aren't there, and the modern incantation of that combined with everybody's love for gossip and that kind of crap, right? On the other hand, you could see it's a psyop. Okay, so if you look at like who's the famous one? Goldbug. Goldbug. I think he started it. And go and look into who he is and all that, and then think if he's having everybody on, if he's planting this seed and seeing how many people run with it. But anyway, in this modern world, Wayne Gretzky, is he no like a what do you call that game, hockey player or something? I think he's a hockey player, right? But this is an example of how people fall off the cliff. They might spend hours each day looking through old pictures of celebrities to see if they can tell if it's a man or a woman. What a productive day you've had. I would rather play with my willy.
I've had a comment that Wayne Gretzky is Lady Diana.
And of course it's true. Somebody wrote it in a comment. There's a picture there with a wee bit of a similarity. Of course it is true.
And Diana, because Diana is a man now called David Furnish.
Yes, Diana's a man. I'm pretty sure this would have been the same dude, like myself, that would have been talking about the conspiracy to kill Diana. But then when her picture emerges, Diana isn't really dead, she's actually a man called David Furnish, but then she's not. This is him here. I mean, listen to this stuff. And again, it's not really a point in laugh at this dude, man. Because I'm not even kidding you, man. Like, see if you knew somebody, like if you have known somebody like this personally and stuff, that's you might have entered into this information at the same time and stuff, and you might have went into different fields, but people have ended up like batshit crazy, for lack of a better way to explain it. Like literally scouring the internet, looking at pictures of people looking at bulges all day. Oh, I'm going to spend my afternoon researching Michelle Obama's penis. You know what I mean? Think about it, man. There's somebody somewhere laughing at us when they're like, look at a Google search for Michelle Obama's penis, it's went through the roof.
And they're saying Wayne Gretzky is the brother. Well, so if anything, Wayne Gretzky is the sister.
Yeah, perfect sense. Oh shit. I'm going to end up breaking something I'm trying to do.
And I think this picture here just about sums that up. Like, we have the illusion of something hanging down here, but is it all suds, eh? This is...
Oh my god, yes! It's an illusion of a penis. It's Project Penis Bluebeam with suds on top. That's what it is, Jungle Surfer. Makes perfect sense.
The old budgie smuggle of a budgie smuggle. Because, you know, just look at this feminine face. Now, if you think, you know, that this has to be a penis, therefore...
This guy still looks more manly than somebody standing on a skateboard throwing a bit of wood off trying to prove that space is a vacuum. Come on, mate, come on!
It can't be. Just think of what they're up to here. The old budgie smuggling Tony Abbott, the Australian Prime Minister. This, I reckon, he is blatant, you know?
But Wayne Gretzky, what's he talking about the Prime Minister for now?
Just doesn't look right at all.
It doesn't look right at all. Yeah, my expert eyes on what guys look like when they're covered in suds and they've got the Project Penis Bluebeam working. My expertise for all my looking at YouTube today for 2.5 hours at pictures of Wayne Gretzky, I definitely know something doesn't look right there. Well, Jungle Surfer, I welcome your ability to have your opinion and turn on the YouTube and broadcast your batshit crazy opinions, mate. But I'm scared for the people that follow this shit and then turn out batshit crazy like you, man. You need an intervention, buddy. And standing on a skateboard, throwing a bit of fucking wood off, and wondering why it didn't propel you forward is just an absolute sheer example of how genuinely people falling off a cliff. Fell off a cliff. Anyway, sorry.
It's like they stuck something on there, sudsed it all up. Quick, take the image now before the bubble bursts. And people forever will think Wayne is a man.
Yeah, it's all part of the Illuminati's master plan. Oh, this man is amazing at deciphering random pictures.
Just have a look at this picture.
Oh!
I mean, that just sinks it, doesn't it? That
Aye, it sinks what? You look at fucking weird pictures, Odie? It sinks it for me.
It's a female. Well,
it looks like he could have been in Neighbours in the 80s. And Wayne Gretzky? Nah, Wayne Gretzky wasn't he? I don't know, maybe he is talking about Australian people, I don't fucking know. This guy's lost me. I lost him when he flung a bit of wood off a skateboard while standing on it and I went, look, proof, yeah, space is a vacuum.
of course, you know, all those sports people that we've been looking at have all
I don't mean to laugh, but it is fucking funny, come on.
been trans, all the big major ones, and then we looked at Hulk Hogan and we discovered the same thing there and all that wrestling BS.
Yes, we looked at Hulk Hogan and we discovered. Man, you're hanging around with some crazy people, pal.
Now, this one looks like it could have been in that, if it was pumped up more, but no.
Imagine if this guy done hours of research on, like, I don't know, not even hours of research, because you don't need hours of research, it's just simplistic to understand. Well, I don't know. Anyway, imagine he put like something productive. Like hoovering up space because it's a vacuum. No, but fuck knows, man. Well, good luck to him, actually, man. But I'd be lying to say if I don't fucking find these guys highly entertaining, for all the wrong reasons, and it's not big or clever, and in seriousness as well. Even when I've went on and slagged this guy off in the past and stuff, see the people that come back to you in the comments and stuff. Yeah, look at his name. I knew he was Illuminati. Yeah, keeps clips and then starts pulling numbers out their ass and doing all this numerology shit with like a name that I made up on a whim fucking moons ago. And that's when you know that like that's a good indicator that there are. And I've probably fell off the cliff in many ways as well. Many ways, more ways than I'm actually aware of right now. But I'm aware that people and myself have probably fell off the cliff in some topics. And it's time to rein that back, maybe, for myself.
It's into this hockey, so it looks like this. And it really reminds me of Jenna. That's why I've done this video, because I think it's just in the same mould. And maybe this will be another one that suddenly says, I want to be a woman.
What the fuck?
Here's the young Gretzky, you see. Now that can easily be a girl, as you can see there. Very girly look at a young age. And that other picture I showed you, where it did have also that image of it lying down sort of with the buffed hair of the 80s look there. That is very Diana, isn't it?
Right, God almighty, man. Right, that was a well-productive morning of what he would probably deem research. Yeah, man, I've been researching all morning. No, mate, you've been flicking through pictures and making up in my humble opinion, and making up retarded shit in your head because somebody who's probably taking the piss out of you along the lines has filled your head with rubbish. I don't know if David Icke can convince people fucking they're shape-shifting reptoids. I suppose you just need to point at a picture and go, look, that's Princess Diana, and people will believe you. Look. Oh, who the fuck was it? I'm Spud out of Trainspotting. Somebody said that to me ages ago. Yeah, Craig Newton, man. Craig Newton, man. Oh shit, I was trying to do the bit. He was speeding out his tits and all that, man. I take pleasure in other people's leisure. Aye, there we go. But anyway, yeah, fuck. Come on, it is sort of a kind of I'm going to stop doing him, man. I was doing him on a personal note because the guys, it's a good example of how fucking batshit crazy these people genuinely are, though. Right, let's have a wee look. Now, this is a crack one for Mark Dice.
You think that's good?
Right, this shows you how stupid he is, how stupid his viewers are, and how retarded people are when they can't see the blatant, obvious parlour trick that this guy just does, and he just keeps doing it because it keeps getting him the clicks, and got him back in favour with Infowars because it was brilliant propaganda, and all they are doing is doing the exact same stunt the mainstream media do on a daily basis by going out and trying to blanket survey enough people, take that footage back and create a false narrative out of it. And this prick is doing the exact same, and she's want to see. Hold on, I need to check the levels of this microphone again, sorry. I'll show you the absolute level of intelligence of people that can't see through his shite, and himself. Wait till you see it, it's right here in the beginning. Now, before I do this, I want to caveat myself, right, I'm not America. John Wayne to me was a fucking cowboy star. I couldn't tell you if he was like a real actor or a character that Clint Eastwood played, right? That's honestly my knowledge of fucking John Wayne. I'm 34, and I'm not for America. I'm not the biggest fan of black and white cowboys and westerns and shit like that, right? So I have got a genuine excuse. I'm not actually worshipping celebrity. Do you know what this guy actually... this guy said, look at all these dickheads worshipping celebrity! But the people who don't know all celebrity facts are stupid. Do you see the cognitive dissonance, retardedness, hypocrisy of this sad little fat-titted motherfucker's own work? And wait till you even see it better. Even, oh, it's beautiful. Wait till you see the start of this. Right, so there we go for this get-go. This is quite retarded because me, myself, I could imagine there's some Americans over there that might not know who John Wayne is. I don't know. Is every is it part of to graduate from high school? Do you need to know who John Wayne is in America? Is that part of the fucking exam to get you out of the exam to get you out of the out of school? Brain fart and a half. Anyway, let's get to Shady Mice. Or what is it Days calls them? Marked dice. Do you know those things you take in a casino when you're going to play hooky? You're going to be a wee bit shady. Marked dice.
Do you think that's going to be like a big boost for her?
I'm pro-Hillary, so anything that's going to help her win the candidacy, win the presidency, I'm all about.
And John Wayne throwing his support behind her?
He died in 1979, so he's aware that even the people who are watching this might not be aware if John Wayne's alive or dead, so he had to actually inform his viewers, who then will take great pleasure in laughing at others who aren't aware that he's dead. Do you see what I'm talking about? These people are fucking intellectually fucking retarded, and these are the people that, the truth movement. In fact, yes, Mark Dice. And if you want to know, and I'm going to keep repeating this because hopefully fucking hold on, where am I? Topics. Oh shit, hold on, I need to come back here. Oh no. Bastardo. What I need to do is come back over here. Select this. Sorry, but I'm fucking rocking some new platform stuff. And it's, right, what do I need to do? My notes, my topics. I've even got a Shady Mark Dice folder because I love to hate this fucking shell bastard trying to sell you Illuminati bullcrap fucking crap. Right, this is the book of how to con women into your bed. As far as I'm aware, the first book Mark Dice wrote back in 2008. And again, the man who slags people for worshipping celebrity at the same time worshipping celebrity, he gets a couple of celebrity endorsements for his How to Con a Woman into Your Bed book. This is before he discovered the word Illuminati and done like an internet search and then wrote a book on the first top 10 Google search results and then come out with, I know about the Illuminati! And he doesn't. He's lying. He doesn't know shit. He needs to write books how to con women into his bed. Anyway, sorry, Shady Dice.
Obviously, you think he'll do that?
I mean, whatever helps her get the presidency.
Do you think that John Wayne's endorsement of Hillary Clinton's gonna help get her ahead?
I've got a petition out there, by the way, an anti-Mark Dice petition. Look at his tits. Look at his tits. He's got the tits of like a 60s. Careful, hold your fucking wish. A 60s chick. Remember when they used to make their boobs into cones? I think Mark Dice has still got his bra. He must still use his Moz bra for the 60s, and that's why it gives him more of a cone-shaped bosom. Some men like that, I suppose, eh, Mark Dice? Maybe that's how you con the men into your bed, with your cone-shaped bosoms. Anyway, I digress. Let's not even waste any time on him. Move along. Like, within what? How long does it take for him to, like, the hypocrisy, the irony? Like, I bet you people that watch this and laugh at the people not knowing that John Wayne is dead before they read that he is dead thing still get off and laughing at these people not knowing because they're stupid liberals. Think about it, man. Yes, don't get caught in the left-right paradigm, but let's laugh at one side and demonise one side. That isn't creating a false narrative. I ain't got a team. Honest. Right, anyway, that's enough of that. Bojo. Guy makes me laugh. Jungle Surfer, yeah! Right, who else have I got here? Oh, yes! Oh, beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Well, do we have proof of...
What do we have here? Yes! I mean, I often even, like, when I'm just trying to, like, random night, I even feel guilty for saying UFO because there's so many people fucking 100% in on that stuff. Which I'm not. I'm only 99.9% out. But anyway, Bigfoot. Now, I don't know. Let me see. I think I've hacked into beep, beep, boop, 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 boop. Through my anonymous connections and whatnot. I've managed to hack into the Chinese and the Russian new quantum core super duper computer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the computer power of the Chinese and Russia together. If the power grid can hold up, I'm going to use the combined computing power of the whole super duper world. Honest. And I'm going to see if I can think of another explanation for these big feet appearing in tourist spots around the world. Yeah. Now, come on, yabba dabba 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 doo. Let's get on with it. Eyes open. Now, this guy's trying to tell you here, he's keeping your eyes open. He's filling people's heads with fucking Bigfoot. Like, come on. Big fucking foot. I'm sorry if people believe in Bigfoot and stuff. Go out and hunt one and show me, and I will believe. Until then, I'm sick of people pointing at men with monkey suits and going, I've seen Bigfoot!
Giants. Seen all kinds.
Or people pointing to fucking tourist traps. Look, the Loch Ness Monster, honestly. That Scottish guy that stays up there and sells Loch Ness Monster dolls right next to Loch Ness and making a fortune for it. He's seen it, honest.
To evidence.
I wonder if you can get a Bigfoot doll next to the Bigfoot.
We've seen the massive skeletons that say that
it's a conspiracy!
There were some giant people that were walking this planet.
Oh, come on, man. You're having a gigantic laugh, you prick. Now, as always as well, let's just go and even check out this dude's source. You know, this is the lying mainstream... Yeah, this is the stuff the mainstream... hold on. It's Sputnik. This is the stuff the mainstream media don't want you to know about. Yes, and I'm not going to just show you one clip, because I'm going to do hundreds of research. I'll show you 2 clips, even though they come from the one Sputnik page.
We are at the famous site of the giant footprint,
We are here at the famous sites of my ancestral knick and knack shop. Just a coincidence that the Bigfoot foot is right next to my parents' house that sells shit to... I'm sorry, man. Everybody, big critical thinking Dabu's having fucking following out there and every cunt's walking around thinking Bigfoot's real. How many people do you think then went home, not only talking about the creation of money and all that, and try to tell people Bigfoot's real because there's big fucking... I've seen the footprints. See, when I was a young... think of this as an analogy. See, when I was a young boy, I used to wake up at Christmas and I used to thought I'd fucking seen evidence of Santa Claus and Rudolph being in my house. I believed it! Do you know what, Alex Jones? Oh shit, man, I need to get fucking quicker off the draw, but...
It's real!
Santa's real!
It's real!
And Rudolph's real! If you fucking don't, if you're still staying in this baby-like frame fucking mind and let people that are lording over you intellectually fill your head with bull crap, and then consider this. There's people up there that are leaving wee bits of very convincing evidence all about the gaff to get you to believe in Rudolph and Santa Claus, and everybody's going, no, I've seen a carrot with teeth marks on it, and
footprint of God.
Oh, and Alex Jones said it was real.
It's real.
Because it's real. And everybody's walking about believing in Santa Claus and Rudolph. Heads in the cloud. Ah, shit, sorry. Anyway, let's get back to Bigfoot. Dabu, tell me the evidence, mate. Come on.
But were there really big giants walking this planet? It's
doubt it.
At some point, like many of the legends say.
Legends, yeah. Are any of these legends wearing white coats? No, most of these legends are wearing... what do you call those things? Straight jackets.
What you're looking at here is the most recent example. A huge left footprint found in China. Now there were 2 of these, measuring 57 centimeters long, 20 centimeters wide, and 3 centimeters deep. And this was...
Dabu's really done his research. Dabu's really done his research. No, he's just reading the body of text here. Shit, sorry. What he's doing is he's screen capturing that and reading this, rhyming and repeating the mainstream media, Sputnik, Russian government. They're going to tell you the truth, honest. And yeah, the Russian government are bringing down the Western governments by letting us all know that Bigfoot is real. Yeah.
A village by a group of photographers in China.
Yeah, Chinese photographers selling pictures of Bigfoot. It must be real.
Now, of course, the government, any of the mainstream science, all that, they would come out and state,
it's bullshit!
Obviously that it's not, and if they could, if it wasn't embedded in this massive rock here, they would wisp it away to the Smithsonian and you would never see it again.
Yeah. They couldn't destroy it or get rid of it in any other way, Yabba Dabba Doo 7. If they could just get rid of it, they would hide it from the world forever. Because the governments don't want us to know that there was big giants and goblins and demons floating about.
Or hear about it. But the evidence is mounting and is there.
The evidence isn't mounting, there's just more bojos like you and fucking people in monkey suits out there rhyming and repeating shit in mainstream media. I mean, this is no better than fucking X-Files in the early 1990s. That's what this is.
The giants have roamed this planet, and they know this.
And they know this.
Another one from South Africa that is massive. Michael Tellinger caught this in 2012 in another remote area. This is known.
In another remote area that could possibly economically benefit from a lot of tourists. A lot of stupid ass motherfuckers that were going to look at big hoaxes.
By the locals.
I mean, I've never heard about carving stone ever in my life. Never in a million years have I heard about carving stone. Just beyond me.
Very ancient. So,
yes, where's the evidence for this ancienticity taboo? Is it this guy?
Here near Mphaluzi in South Africa, very close to the Swaziland border. Now, this is one of the greatest examples of an ancient footprint, a giant footprint about 4 feet high in rough granite. It's between 200 million and 3 billion years old. That's what geologists will tell you.
Where are these geologists?
I'm going to just take you.
Have you got the geology report, or are you just going to stand up there and say that?
If you follow me up to the top.
Yeah, just stand up there and say that, okay. Sorry, guy in a t-shirt. My t-shirt's white, so I'm merely a scientist than you. I spoke to a geologist and he said it was probably about as old as this scamp.
Where it's imprinted against the side of the rock, which means it's been around for so long that the tectonic plates and the movements have actually pushed it up at the
yes, not that it was carved into a wall.
apex of this little outcrop. It's quite spectacular, so just walk with me and I'll show you. I don't know of any other example of a footprint in rock that is as amazing as this.
Oh, fucking hell, right, that's it. I've humoured that stuff enough, haven't I? Right, so... I'm just going to say hi to everybody in the chat room. I don't know how this format's looking, sounding and all that bullcrap. Hopefully it's working out okie dokie. Let me see. Hi in the evening, everybody in the chat room. Thanks for joining. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I'm going to get round to listen to a wee bit of the itchy Richie Allen and Ken O'Keefe interview now, and interject a few wee points and stuff. It should be fun. So in the evening, one and all, thanks for joining, everybody. Fuck's sake. See, when that amount of people are watching, do you know I get extremely paranoid? I'm like, what the hell's went on? Has somebody let a nipple slip out or something during the broadcast? That's what I honestly think, because that can happen. In the evening, everybody, if you have enjoyed it, feel free to stick a wee thumbs up. It'll be here every Tuesday, probably 11 PM UK time, but it'll definitely be here every Tuesday, doing not the Infowars Nightly New, an alternative look at the alternative media, skeptic about the skeptics, and nice one, man. I skeptic about and watch the watchers. That's what the bull crap I was trying to say there. So thanks everybody for joining. Feel free to stick a wee thumbs up. It is much appreciated. The buttons below if you want to share it with friends, family, or foe. Feel free. All the links below as well for the community page, event pages, Daisy's music as well. The music I play during the show and stuff. And I'm going to play a quick song just now while I have a quick break. I'm fucking getting sweaty ball syndrome here. Feel free to check out Daisy's channel. You'll get all his music, not only F.E.A.R porn, but a lot of his other music and all that as well. Hopefully I've not fucked this up. I have. I've not fucked it up, just pressed a button wrong. Anyway, so thanks for joining everybody. Check everything out down below. All the links, so on and so forth. Now I'm going to take a quick break. Oh no, sorry, I'll say hi to everybody in the chat first before I take a break. The Lunatics do a gas mask, 33 and a third in the evening, Tony. Colin, Dean Jackson, how you doing? Alan, Clerkstar, how you all doing, guys? Rezak, is that as well? The Lunatic in the evening, Heather. Cookie, how you doing, buddy? Alan McVicker, Collie Man in the evening, guys and girls. Fun time, Clerkstar. Lewis, Stewie, gas mask. Your eye colours, Blazing Stewie. I'm going to go in here and hopefully I'll manage to get everybody. McVicker, Blazing Clerkstar, Collyman, Fun Time, Gas Mask, Groover, Dodger in the evening, guys. Cookie, Heather, Kendo, how you doing, my man? Lewis, Stewie, the Lunatic, Wishflix, Your Eyes, and Zigzag. So in the evening, one and all. Hopefully I've not missed out too many of these. Stardon, Stardon, how you doing? Aye, in the evening, one and all. So, before I turn into too much of a sweaty Betty, I'm going to play a little song. Let me see if I can just find it first. I'm thinking what will be appropriate for a run up towards the Richie Allen stuff. Let me just find Daisy's music folder here. Pull the other one. Perfect tune for a build up to the wee Richie Allen and Ken O'Keefe's interview breakdown. So catch these in two.
Camel through needles, I will quicker pass to heaven. Recent politicians feel as fast as building 7. I hope you liars burning fires for what you've done to this place. And I can't take no more of your lies. You know it ain't hard to see through your facade. It's lies. You know it ain't true. Who do you think you're talking to? You're like a poison food, man, I've got to throw you away. Yes, you make me sick every day, you dick. You can't disguise your bare-faced lies in the news at 10. Here we go again, spin another yarn for the animal farm, filling up with your lies. You know it ain't hard to see through your facade. It's lies. You know it ain't true. Who do you think you're talking to? You know it ain't hard to see through your facade. It's lies. You know it ain't true. It's about time we stood up to you.
Cheers, Frank. Shit, I just told everybody the meaning of life as well. Anyway, I was going to say, so let's get round to the Richie Allen show. We'll do that now. And I was looking in the chat, and hopefully people haven't picked up. I've not got an interview with these dudes, man. I ain't got those Illuminati contacts, man. I wanted to break down. A lot of us were half doing this. I was kind of trying to listen with somebody in the room as well, so I didn't have the chance to. I listened to it again today, and I thought it'd be worthwhile. And I've got a hangout opened as well, so hopefully I'll get through this quickly, as quickly as I can, and then open up the hangout, and then it'll give everybody, after now speaking to both sides, a chance to say what they think. And again, do bear in mind, man, the views that I express are my views, man. Don't listen to me, man. Don't share my views. It won't do you any good. So just make up your own mind. Don't let what I'm saying judge your view. Make up your own mind about who you like and stuff. Nobody should feel reserved in expressing their views about anything, even if it is calling somebody an idiot or whatnot, because there's others there that like them. You should be able to be man enough and understand that people like and respect different people, and that's all good. So anyway, let's get on with Dirty Tina Turd. Good morning to you all. Dirty Tina Turd. Let's get on with the show. And remember, these are two Irish guys, Ken O'Keefe. Although somebody was telling me that's not his real name.
Let's welcome our only guest to the programme today. He's no stranger to you. He's been on this programme in the past. I first met him in London when he made a programme called Ken O'Keefe's Even Middle East for TPV.
Right. Hold on a second. Should I definitely had this ready? Red flag? Yes! Circle jerk fucking confirmed! The first time I met him was when David Icke was hosting a party full of little fucking boys and girls to basically, using the exact same technique of the same control mechanism as like sort of a parliament and all that. Get them all round for one big circle jerk. I don't know, let's say at Bilderberg time. See, when I think back to all the people that turned up at Bilderberg, right, you had Max Kaiser, who, by the way, I found out worked with John C. Dvorak from the No Agenda show. So there's another link between the whole circle jerk. Max Kaiser, Stacey Herbert, the UK Column, Press for Truths, Luke Rudowski, Ike, Jonesy, the Frubroy, Watson, and a few others, and the Scottish guy that get the whole sheep pen. God knows, probably conjuring up some of his demons to help him through his journey and shit. In a big field. Then you had the guy from, is it The Guardian? The guy with the floppy, fuck, he has a Jufro as well actually, the guy for The Guardian with the big fro. And the Asian guy that was at the time was at Channel 4. He was Channel 4's wee gimp boy. Now he's graduated after Bilderberg, he now works for Sky News. And all the people that were there, they've all went in one direction. You know what I mean? You can see and that was. Then you had Charlie Veitch, who's been outed as a complete scumfuck, and he was linked. I think it was his ex-missus that built the sheep pen for me included. I was a sheep for his auto barter down there and hang about the sheep pen. It was great fun. And maybe that was around. There wasn't long after that. The TVP. How many hundreds of thousands of pounds to basically do what they were doing on YouTube beforehand, but now on a subscription basis for some of it, and a regular income for some people. Some people got really nice stuff out of it and stuff. What a scam! Was it the People's Voice, wasn't it? TVP. What a scam! These two, Max Egan, Alan Ritchie, I'll get this guy, Itchy Ritchie, and Max Egan. Max Egan were all I don't know if Max Egan was involved actually, but Ken O'Keefe was. But I know that Max Egan has met David Icke and all that, so Again, the circle jerk is complete.
He's an activist and a human rights campaigner, and for many years he's been very vocal about the injustices inflicted upon the people of Gaza, the people of Palestine, and much more besides. Now, late last year he launched a new initiative, the World Citizen Contract Initiative.
You know what, actually, I forgot what I wanted to try and do. Sorry about this. But I did. It's definitely something I wanted to touch on. Should be able to find it, no problem. What was last Friday's date? The 2nd. Right, here it's here. Oh, I just need to go into the right screen.
Broadcasting
Let's have a wee listen to this.
of Manchester, England. This is the Richie Allen Show on DavidIke.com.
Welcome to you. I hope you're well. It's a dull one here in Manchester, grey and overcast. I suppose that is, well, that's standard here.
Sounds like the UK column talking about the weather.
But I'm glad to be talking to you.
Does this guy get any zone material?
Mentioned earlier in the week that as long as we're not doing the television show, and that's going to be for a couple more weeks, I reckon, I'm going to...
The television show. Yeah, a webcam and some YouTube stuff. You know, like this isn't a television show.
See what's happening around the world, but we'll also take a look back at what's going on, or what has gone on, I should say, in the news this week and why it's relevant to us in the independent media. You can tweet me in the next 40 to 45 minutes. It won't be a full hour, about 40 to 45 minutes, and you can do that by tweeting at Richie Allen Show. Just tweet me an opinion, anything at all, and I'll be glad to read it out. You know the way it is. As I said, stay in touch with davidike.com/headlines. We're live, of course, on davidike.com. We are live on F.E.A.R Radio International, the channel F.E.A.R Radio 2.
Syndicated on the radio as well.
My own website and the TuneIn app. I miss this. It's been a long time since I've done a live show in the early afternoon. I think the last time I did one in the early afternoon.
I'm usually looking at other people's YouTube channels, getting some of my own content for my big TV show.
Was back at TPV in London, so it's nice to be doing it at around about this time.
The circle jerk.
Now, Ken O'Keefe has been in touch with me. Just to put this into very quick context, you must know by now that Max Egan has made some very serious allegations about Ken O'Keefe and about the World Citizen Contract. Earlier in the week, I invited Max Egan and Ken O'Keefe on separately, not together, to get to the gist of the allegations. Max Egan was on the programme, I believe, on Tuesday, was it? Was it Tuesday? I think it might have been Tuesday or Wednesday. It's terrible, isn't it?
It was Tuesday.
As the way the week goes. Before Max came on, Ken gave a commitment to coming on to give right of reply, and he said he would do it on Monday, this coming Monday. In fact, he also posted on his own Facebook pages where he reaffirmed that commitment to come on and give his side of the story. A lot of people have heard my interview with Max, and there's been a lot of comment on it. But I'm not going to read, and I haven't.
I know, good, there's been a lot of comments, but I'm going to fucking ignore them, pretend they don't exist. Now, I understand where he's coming from with that, man, but you just don't ignore that they're not there. You just don't obviously go for the ones that are just there to bait you and get you angry. But just listen to this. I don't know, this was kind of jaw-dropping for me someday. I suppose he's trying to pretend to be a journalist, and I don't know.
Read, and I will not read out comments on it, nor will I be reading out any comments on any potential or possible interview with Ken O'Keefe. I don't have, it's very difficult to say you don't have an opinion, but whatever opinion I might have, at the end of all of this, I will be keeping to myself no matter what.
Dirty Tina Turd, come here for the truth, but Dirty Tina Turd. If I have an opinion, I'm going to take Dirty Tea and keep it to myself. Dirty Tina Turd. That kind of blows me away. Any opinion I may or may not form, but then do this, I'm just going to keep to my fucking self. I might need some of these bojos back on my radio show one day when I ain't doing so well. You know, for some views and stuff. But in the meantime, I'm just going to go fight, see what one wins, and then over time you can tell that he's and listen to the Max Egan interview and listen to the Ken O'Keefe. Well, we're going to listen to the Ken O'Keefe one. And there's a completely different. He's made up his mind. He's sitting there saying he's going, keep my opinions to myself. He doesn't really do a very good job. Sorry, that's what I wanted to caveat this with that. Sorry. Right, so let's get back to the O'Keefe and Richie Allen interview.
And he ran a crowdfunding campaign for that, and an Indiegogo campaign. There's a website. We'll give you the website so you can look at the details yourself and all of that. And he's been working on that pretty much since then, amongst other things that he's doing as well. Now, recently, his friend and longtime collaborator Max Egan went public on his own website and made a number of very serious allegations about Ken personally and the project itself. Max was on this programme speaking about that. Ken was offered the right to reply before Max came on, and Ken took it and is here and joins us live now on the line. Ken, you're welcome back to the programme. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Fortunately, I've had a lot of preparation for moments like these. So, for most people, I'm sure it would be extremely uncomfortable. But I have to say, it's just a testament to the fact that when you do the kinds of things that I'm endeavoring to do, these things are going to come your way. I've known that a long time. So I'm feeling good. This time around is much easier than the last couple of times where I've had subversion because I didn't really have the evidence to support my case in many important areas. This time around is very different. So I look forward to getting that evidence out there and allowing people to really question their own kind of outlook in life and their ability to judge.
If you ever want to hear somebody trying to ramble so much bullshit because do you know how you catch a kid in the cookie jar? But I was outside this club one year, the cookie jar, no, but I was outside. And see, I don't know, listen to the emotion in his voice. He sounds very uneasy, unsure. He's got no clarity of thought as well. Like, see when you rock. Now, these guys are all part of the same circle jerk, I believe. I believe when the lights are off and when they're down at London, staying in hotels, having their wee functions and whatnot, when they're in the bar and whatnot, they're having a wee wink and a wee shake when they're drinking their champagne, having their fancy lifestyle. Like, we know our place. We are the rulers of our destiny. And listen to the way they go to and fro back with each other. I can imagine they have met and didn't like each other. For whatever reason. Maybe they get drunk and fought over a woman or something. Do you know how kind of like it sounds like Max and this guy Ken fell out of?
People so carte blanche simply because somebody throws out accusations. I mean, injustice has been a major motivator in my life. In fact, it was a personal injustice that set me on this course in the Marine Corps.
It was personal injustice. He really sounds unsure of himself. Like weak. That's the best way to describe it. And I don't know whether he's putting that on to make himself appear vulnerable, to get the sympathy vote or whatnot.
And it's fuel for me. So while I don't really appreciate people saying nasty things, especially when they get involved with family members and whatnot, it's really quite disgusting. And I really hope people do self-reflect. But at the end of the day, again, this is all par for the course. There's no way for me to avoid this kind of stuff. The only real surprise this time around is that Max Egan is leading the charge. Right.
I'm going to ask you a series of questions. I stand by what I said to you last week and what I said to my listeners. I have no axe to grind with you or with Max or with anybody else. I didn't have anything to do with the project. You and I met each other in London. We always had cordial conversations when we spoke, and you've come on this programme in the past. I certainly have no axe to grind. I didn't ask you.
I had nothing to do with it, but we met each other in London. Aye, Richie, you distance yourself from all these band of thieves as much as you want, but it's you, Ike, and all the rest of the truther industrial complex that's been pushing all these bojos. And I don't think yous are all as stupid as yous fucking think. Yous all know the head of the snake. I mean, hold on. I need to speak to somebody. Hello. Come in. Hold on, I'm fucking going to miss this here. Hold on, but yeah.
Irritating. Ah, yes. One of your earth emotions.
Shit.
I'm not capable of that emotion.
Right. Cool. Right. Well, come on. Behave yourself, Spock. Right. So, basically,
illogical.
Yeah, it's illogical. I've even forgot my point. I was fucking concentrating on getting it sound so much. I'm sure it will come clear, because it was the meaning of life after all.
Yeah. And this isn't a loaded question, it's just out of curiosity. Where are you at the moment? Are you in the Caribbean somewhere?
Yes, I am in Dominica.
All
That
right,
much
okay.
is true.
Fair enough. Right. As I said, it wasn't a loaded question. I should have asked you just before we came on so I could say you're in Dominica. The first thing I want to say, Ken, I want to ask even is, you mentioned subversions there. The subversion report, the 31-page document that you wrote and sent to Max, you sent it to him, and then you said to him on Skype, and he said this last week, you said, "Good boy, what I said in the report will be public the moment I hear one whiff of your bullshit from you or your friends."
Right. See, the more this comes out, right, you listen to Max Egan's side, right, so try and listen to the two different flavours of these. What I can see is they're trying to bury Ken O'Keefe more than Max Egan. They're trying to keep Max Egan alive and bury Ken O'Keefe, when ultimately it looks like they were both in this fucking bitch together from the start, right? They're all focusing, I don't know, they're not focusing on the fact that they're asking people for money to go and pay for a lawyer who everybody calls liars. It's the same cognitive dissonance as Dabu7 showing a Sputnik article and going, "This is the information the mainstream media are keeping away from you. Bigfoot's real, everybody. The government just don't want you to know. That's why it's in Sputnik News." I mean, you cannot, like, who is the head of the snake? That's what I was thinking about. You just need to use a bit of...
Illogical.
No, not illogical, a bit of logic, Spock.
Live long and prosper. Ice out.
Okay, enough use. Anyway, so, how do you figure out who's the head of the snake, right? And I've spoken about this many times, man. Stick in City of London into my channel and you'll get like an hour and a half long piece of bull crap, me talking about the history of the City of London, going back to when the Romans first occupied it and stuff, and then the whole history going back to the temple, and the temple being right next to, I've even forgotten the names, the inns, the inner court, the inner, basically the bar. It's the head of the bar, all these three different inns, and that's basically the head of the snake. In the sense, the head of the snake are the people in the funny costumes who, by some magical grace of God, by the magic of Grayskull, I have the power! And they stand in front of you and put people in jail, get people killed, take people's kids away. These motherfuckers, who I think they're some sort of a level apart from everybody else and can stand up there and judge us. That's who's the head of the snake. And who's the head of the snake's little gimps that play golf after playing fucking games in a court with people's lives on a daily basis, and afterwards they're all fucking gobbling off each other. Lawyers, liars. And what is Ken O'Keefe's master plan, and what is Max Egan participated in from the start? An idea to try and use lawyers to set you free. In fact, let's buy your way to freedom. All we need's another £10 million and then we'll be free. Honest. I mean, come on, give me a break, man. I know I'm sceptical about everything, right? But that's why the guy never told anybody his plan, because his plan was bullshit. God knows what he must have said to Max to get him to the stage where he was flying all around the world and whatnot. And then obviously what's happened is, I say obviously what's happened. For me, it's obvious what's happened. Woman, money, he's been in charge of the purse strings, and Max hasn't got his fair share, and he's kicked he's in the went at it with each other. And they've both went, right, my following's bigger than your follow, let's see who can destroy who first. And then Richie Allen is on board with Max Egan by the sounds of things. And Richie Allen's in cahoots with Max to try and bury Ken while appearing. Dirty Tina Turd, I may have an opinion, Dirty Tina don't have an opinion, but I'm not going to Dirty Tina Turd say it. Scam! Scam! This is theatre production. This is the way I'm reading it. And it's not the... and as I'm saying, the whole thing was a scam from the get-go. Richie Allen ain't that stupid. David Icke ain't that stupid. These people are involved in their own Ponzi schemes. What is it? Tuberculosis, HIV, TVP, TCP. Oh, remember that shit smells. TCP is better than TVP. Sounds like a fucking STD. And then I sound like a Yank speaking in ABCs. Fuck it, let's get on with the bullcrap.
Now, Ken, a lot of people have said, and this is not personal, I'm not going to say that again, it's the first and only time I'm going to say it's not personal. A lot of people...
And then you go on to...
People have said, Ken, that's very sinister, that's very almost Scientology-like.
Right, this is a weird thing this guy is bringing up. I don't know if he stole somebody else's pattern and liked it. I don't. I think that's probably true. I don't know as well. Did you hear the bit? Oh no, we've not heard the bit. Wait till you hear him talking about Devil's Advocate, which is quite funny. Putting Devil's Advocate the series, and I don't know. Call me crazy, but this, I don't know.
It's almost cult-like. Here's a subversion report, because you're asking me questions and saying things.
Talking about Scientology because of a subversion report's almost very predictive programming like. It's almost as if you're trying to create the conspiracy Ken O'Keefe is a Scientologist. Now, I don't know if he is or he isn't. I'm not a Scientologist. Or am I? Hold on to these rods and tell me if you like to tickle your balls. Anyway, but he goes through this whole interview, right? Now, listen to this as well. This is crazy. In fact, you won't hear it all in this because I ain't got the time, but go and listen to this in its entirety, and you'll see this is a Richie Allen technique. He's dropping the Scientology thing in, and the flavour I'm getting by listening to them, because you can hear, for me, I can hear that these people know more about each other than they're talking about live on air. We met each other and we were cordial. Yeah, Richie Allen, that's the exact way I talk about people I've met. Yeah, Ken, I met Cookie the other day and we were very cordial. Cordial? But did you water that shit down with some water and get some weird juice out it? Is it concentrate cordial? I don't know. But anyway.
About the project. And if I get any whiff of your bullshit, I'm going to make it public. You could also argue, Ken, that that's blackmail. What do you say to that?
Do you understand the definition of blackmail, Richie? And can you tell me what blackmail means?
Blackmail, Ken, is when you...
Richie Allen, you can steal this idea if you can pull it off, mate. Yes, no, or fucking die. That's my Saturday night game show. You put somebody that needs to answer questions in a box, and they've got one button here, one button here, one yes, one no, and a guillotine right round their neck. And you ask them a question. Think about it. You would be able to call. It would be like the French Revolution. The amount of politicians' bodies would be mountains up in the thousands. Okay, Boris Johnson, your turn next in the box, my friend. Okay, do you deliberately wear that stupid outfit to look like a clown when you're really a secret genius? Oh, well, boom, head away, hippy-deedin, sentence. I want his head because of the funny haircut, though. It reminds me of a toy I had when I was a wee guy. And you pull the guy's eyeball out and go, and it's like crazy hair and all that. Boris Johnson. True.
You say
Boris Johnson is a kid's toy from the 80s.
To somebody, I've got some information that's going to be embarrassing for you. And if I hear a whiff of anything from you at all, I'm going to publish it. That's blackmail, Ken. By any definition.
No, that's not actually true. Blackmail involves a bribe, i.e. I have information that will expose you and...
I can kind of spin this bullshit to not make it sound as bad as it is. right? But you need to ask them. I don't know. Read between the lines here as well. There is so much stuff that they can't say. It's kind of like, I'll give you a very good example. This is probably a really good analogy that might hit it home, because this is what's hitting home for me right now. I'm witnessing two politicians argue. I'm witnessing the WWF wrestlers fall out. You know, when two politicians, you can clearly see they hate each other. They're sitting in the comments. One might be the biggest nonce, one might be another nonce, I don't know. But they know each other's core secrets and stuff and could destroy them within a second. But they have to sit up there and call them the right honourable gentlemen and slag them about their policies and not about the genuine stuff, because they can't pull the plug on the whole game. That's why Richie Allen's came in with this, to try and referee the scam, I believe, to try and make everybody believe that they're not all, it's not all one big circle jerk, and not everybody was aware that this was a Ponzi scheme selling silver coins. Come on, give me a break, man. Yeah, it's the world citizenship thing. Give me money, do some work, and then get paid. What could possibly go wrong?
Cause you damage, and if you don't give me money, then I'm going to publicize it. Now, in this case, let's get the record straight, and this is part of your shoddy journalism from last week, Richie.
Shoddy journalism.
Never talked to me.
Ken, I'm not on. Listen, Ken, my integrity is not a question here. Yours is, not mine.
I didn't interrupt you, but okay, go on.
No, listen, I don't want to interrupt you either. But there's no shoddy journalism. Is Gilad Atzmon wrong when he says it was a shining example of how to conduct an interview and play the devil's advocate? Is he lying?
Now, call me crazy, maybe I am having illusions of grandeur here, right? And please somebody slap me down if that is what's happening. I've only recently started listening to this guy, and you can't, it's not as if you can copyright the same devil's advocate, but when you put memes out there into the fucking community and stuff, and apparently people have heard more than me, I've heard a few, and apparently a lot of fucking the memes that I put out there are coming up in this dirty turd guy's mouth. Dirty turd, Richie Allen, the #1 show in the universe, is it? I stole that for the No Agenda still. But I'm fucking, everybody knows where I steal my shit for. No Agenda and Mike Rivero, and that's pretty much the only guys I listen to on a religious basis. And even then I can rock up and give you the big fat hairy Illuminati spider version of them.
Are you?
Mike Rivero really disappoints me, man. Again, he's just keeping everybody voting for the red team. The red car and the blue car had a race. And the No Agenda show as well, man. The shape-shifting Jews. It takes a while for that to sink in and why it's there. And then Dvorak working with Kaiser. And then when I know that Dvorak works in the financial markets and all that as well, man. They are there to sell you Bitcoin, bastards.
You're a journalist, Richie, and you made conclusions. I'm going to quote you.
I am a journalist.
I'm going to.
No, I am a journalist. So am I, Richie Allen. I get paid about 13 pence a day.
My integrity is not at stake here, Ken. Yours is.
Not mine. Oh, really? So that's what we're doing here, is it, Richie? And you are what? Are you the judge? Or is
I'm certainly not. I'm certain. I thought we were here to ask you questions.
Okay, I'm going to shut up until you finish your point.
Now, can you, I know we're only I don't worry, we're not going to do this the whole way through. At the beginning, it gives you a real good flavour of how the interview kind of goes in. I don't know, it's a different flavour from Max's.
You're finished, are you? Okay.
Do you know what I mean? He wasn't doing that with Max and stuff, and Max was kind of ranting as much.
The purpose of this, Ken, is for me to ask you a series of questions based on the allegations made not only by Max Egan, but by everybody who worked on the project with you in the first team. Very serious allegations. So it's up to me to put questions to you and allow you answers them. Now, you said that it wasn't blackmail because you mentioned a bribe. But can you substitute the bribe for threatening to embarrass Max? It's the same.
Right, see, this sounds like a pair of lawyers, a pair of politicians arguing about semantics. He says that I says that you says that I says that you says that he says that you says, but then he says that I says that you says that he says, and it'll keep everybody engrossed for ages. Bullet point the facts and let people make up their own mind. People ain't that stupid that need a fucking the boop boop boop, the heartstring backstory. Yes, well, I'll answer your question, but first I'll answer 3 other questions and then answer your question. My God, listen to these people, right? And Richie Allen isn't been able to, I don't know. isn't actually...
Same thing. You shut up
No.
or I'm going to publish this. That's blackmail, Ken.
Okay, so now we're going to put out evidence that shows that Max Egan had received many communications making very clear that I had empirical evidence proving that he knew certain things, such as he knew that I had a contract with a prominent international human rights attorney who was answering 4 questions, and you have been supplied that evidence, Richie, and I'm waiting to hear if you consider that proof that Max knew that I had legal work with a prominent international human rights attorney answering the very questions.
Yes, I took some of the money and gave it to an attorney. That is Ken and Max's idea for saving the world.
That would give us the direction to be able to take this legal...
Now, bear in mind as well, let's listen to Mark. Sometimes I make accidents and get people's names mixed up and stuff when I'm talking about other people, right? But hopefully you can see who I'm talking about. It's fairly obvious. Right. Max on Richie Allen's show, let me word this properly. One of the things he was going along with was he wanted a legal contract. He wanted to see a legal contract. Right? All these people that want to go and set yourself free, but please go and get a notarized contract. Let's get a lawyer to look over it to make sure nothing bad's going to happen. Because they're all dealing with fucking shed loads of money and trying to coin off it while they're jet setting around the world. People are on the... And I don't know how much... how true this is or isn't, but there's people out there saying that, like... having to get passports, so on and so forth, no fly zones, no fly lists, and they're jet setting all around the world and stuff, and that rings true with most of these people. The truther industrial complex.
And lawful approach in such a way that would have immense powerful. Max knew about that on March 22nd. I'm going to prove that over the next 24 hours with Skype chats and screenshots that show that Max was notified. He even said in the Skype chats, "It's all good, Ken, just getting pressure from the outside." I did this several times, and then I kept getting rumbles from people about, what are you doing about the legal plan? You have no legal plan.
Right, so I'll summarise all this bullshit up, down, left and right. Sounds like he's saying that Max was asking him for some proof of a legal plan, a legal lawful, something off a lawyer that was stood up legally for people to sign. Right, some sort of a contract for the fucking Ponzi scheme. A contract legally drawing out everybody's rewards and division of labour and the money. And Ken couldn't produce it and all the bull crap. Right, now, let's fast forward to 9 minutes 40. If I can find it.
Contract that exists between me and a human rights lawyer. I don't have any such proof. Let me tell you what you sent me. You sent me a Skype.
Ken O'Keefe has indicated to him that I sent you proof of a contract, some sort of a social contract. And this is what Richie Allen's saying that he sent.
Message on Saturday or I can't remember which day it was. And you said, "I have his opinion in my hands, Richie, and it is solid gold. And Max knew I had this, and you failed to see him in this monumental lie. That was the primary accusation against me. Here is a screenshot of the Skype communication with Max where he was shown the contract I had with Dr. Dobler. Now, I asked you to send it to me, and you did. But it's not an opinion. And what it is it's a 2-page PDF document of a proposed contract, of a proposal between you and the lawyer to do legal work for you to form an opinion as to whether or not this could be done legally. But it's not proof of anything, Ken. It's not proof of anything.
You believe I've sent you a fraudulent Skype transcript?
Not at all. Not at all. I've not said that.
Dr. Dobler and I signed that
I
contract.
have not said that at all. You're not listening to me, Ken. I didn't say that. I've not.
Semantics. Up a bit, down a bit, left a bit, right a bit. It sounds like two women arguing over Facebook posts when they were both trying to fire into the same guy. Doesn't it? This doesn't sound like some... This doesn't sound... It's... It does. It sounds like teenage kids arguing.
I haven't accused you of fraud at all. You said you provided proof. It's not proof. You said you have his opinion in my hands. And don't forget, Ken, I don't know if you listened to the interview with Max in its entirety. Max said that you had conversations about it, where you told him that you'd paid $4,000 for an opinion, but the opinion came back to say that it wasn't doable. Is that
I really
true,
look
Ken?
forward. I'm going to go in a certain sequence here because you've
Is
already
that true,
thrown out.
though?
You are cutting me off too much now, Richie.
I'm not, Ken. I'm
Honestly.
asking you questions. You're not answering them.
No. You're not going to put me on the defense and presume me guilty before proven
I'm
innocent.
not presuming
That
you
is
anything.
the exact opposite of the way any sane society.
Couldn't answer the questions, starts shouting, the whole thing turns into a shouting match. Neither... It's bullcrap, right? So let's fast forward to... Right, this is the bit where he drops in the Scientology stuff as well as something... given time... 1324. Looking for... given time... Maybe tomorrow or something, I'm going to check into it. And... what's this? Monkey Minds, a podcast by Max Egan. I need to put a date on, in fact, which means I can sit here on the interwebs as long as nobody's in a hurry. I know I'm not. Let's see if I can find this. So the 16th of April.
Enlightenment is a destructive process.
Right, so I'm going to listen to that. Ken O'Keefe is saying that is that's basically Max Egan, however you choose to pronounce it, talking to him under the table, if that makes any sense. That picture of Alex Jones cracks me up every time. So that's something in time I'm going to be checking out. Just for the context of this, it was back in April 16th. Hopefully that will shine a better bit of light on
Monkey
this.
Mind podcast, The Year of the Trickster, in which he is defaming me, misrepresenting the mission, and I kept my mouth shut for months, even though he publicly slandered me and misrepresented the mission.
So this was going on under the table for months. None of them wanted to let go of the scam. And then, because I think Ken must have had all the funds in his control, which they were saying, jealousy kicked in, arguing over money, maybe women as well, and boom shakalaka. Fast forward to today, you have the Truther Industrial Complex favouring one over the other and kicking one out. It looks like kicking one out and keeping one in to make sure. It's like politicians making sure that they don't nobody pulls the rug out from all of them.
He did other things that I can prove, and I will be submitting for the public record over the next day.
I look forward to seeing
and
them.
That evidence
And
will
we'll post
establish
them.
beyond any doubt that I did everything I could to avoid this circus.
Ken,
I
we
have
will
no
post
interest in
them.
it whatsoever.
When you
That
post things,
subversion
we will
report
post
was
them.
not blackmail. That was an attempt to stop this public circus. And if you read the subversion report itself,
Listen to yourself, Ken. Subversion report. It's like Scientology, Ken. It's like a cult.
I don't know where this
Come on,
Scientology
Ken.
rubbish
A
is coming
subversion
from.
report.
This is evidence.
You'd expect that from Tommy Archer in Los Angeles at the Scientology church. Let me ask you this. What was the legal opinion the lawyer gave you, Ken?
Subversion basically means like takeover. Hold on a sec, man. Actually, I think just to give you some context, right, and why. And go and check subversion when it comes to Scientology as well. Let me see, how can I do this? You'll see a lot of stuff up about Scientology and subversion. And again, this is just sort of hopefully this just adds a wee bit of like context to what these people are speaking, because words do matter. And if you listen to what these people are saying, they're being very careful. It's almost as if they are lawyers themselves, know what I mean? So subversion, but it's basically just like a takeover, social order, to overthrow. So, and then nice. Too much that I don't know. So go and check that out. Might add a bit of context. It's just very strange the way Richie Allen keeps peppering the whole interview with this. Now, if anybody ever said that to me, what the fuck, son? Straight away, straight off the bat, I wouldn't wait until an hour in or whatever, however long it is till Ken O'Keefe actually picks him up. Like, what are you fucking doing going on about this Scientology crap all the time? Once would be enough for me to go, hold on a sec, pal, what are you saying here? You wouldn't have to wait an hour, or however long it took. But anyway, sorry, let's get back on with the bullcrap.
What did the lawyer say? What was the legal opinion Dobler gave you?
Hour and a half that we have, I'm going to tell you that as sort of a nice little celebration at the end for everybody who donated money.
I hope there's something to celebrate.
Gold I have that I supplied you with a contract to prove that I have that opinion in hand. I'm going to save that for later, Richie. That's going to be something we're going to have fun with. Right now, I'm going to tell you flat out what I said in the subversion report, because that's evidence. It's not my opinion, it's what's in the report. This is a quote from page 30 of the report. Here is what it says. Quote, "What I face now as the mission leader is how to explain to the public who has funded this mission why the delays. Let it be known that..."
And remember, this is him quoting from his own report. Hold on a sec. I've got a report here. Quote, "Craig Houston, aka Kids Clips, is the best man put on the planet ever. Fact. The fact that it's my own bit of paper I'm writing, and I wrote on this bit of paper, doesn't detract from the fact Craig Houston, because God says so, because the Bible is real, says that he is the coolest man on the planet. In fact, Armageddon has already came, and Kip's Clips is either the Antichrist or the new Jesus. Either way, you should fear and loathe him in equal amounts. And it's real.
I am now completing this report after a major investment in time, and I am soon to send this report to Max himself with the question put to him, what would you have me do, Max? If it is possible to verify real and significant damage control on Max's behalf, then I will seriously consider not making this report public. My problems, however, include the fact that I surely do not know all the people Max has influenced and how far this negative influence has reached. Indeed, I do not know the extent of the...
Indeed, he's reading from his own report. Anyway, his subversion report, which is him talking about people trying to overthrow him. Yeah. And again, his team would have been in on the pyramid scheme as well. Probably not talked about openly, but everybody under the table kind of knowing what was going on. I mean, come on. Let's sell silver coins and make money. That will unenslave us all. Come on, give me a break. Anyway, let's go to one of the matters that Ken clearly can't answer. He says he let his team go. They say they resigned. Now he's pushed on it, he doesn't really answer. So let's go to 1935. Oh, there we go.
Journalism works. Now you asked for proof. You did a video on June 25th updating people on the mission. And you told a provable lie. You said you released the original team. You didn't, Ken. They walked away from you. You know this to be true. So why should...
Be kidding.
We know this to be true, Ken.
You know the internal workings of what I was doing, and you know...
We saw William's letter of resignation, Ken. You didn't fire me, resigned.
I was letting William go, but needed to get the work done that I had paid him to do.
You said you released him and you didn't, he resigned.
If I had let him go at that moment, I definitely wouldn't have got the work, but I was trying to get the work he was paid for. William should be answering for the money...
Yes, I paid him $5,000 to upload a YouTube video for me. That's perfectly normal. And I needed 10 people to help me upload YouTube videos and speak to people. Yes, I needed a team so I could pay a lawyer to tell me that the people who enslave us aren't going to let us go free using their system. I mean, it's not as if people went into courts before being in the right and ended up in jail. No, I trust the courts. They will do the right thing. I mean, I can go into court and prove that I'm right all the time.
He took and the job he did not do. But instead, you're more concerned about the sequence of how he was let go or his
He
resignation
resigned,
letter.
Ken. You
That's
said you
is the
fired
most
him.
important fact,
But
isn't
you
it?
said you released the entire team. You didn't. The team collectively told you they wouldn't have anything to do with you anymore. You know this, Ken. Come on. It's a massive difference to say you were released or I released the team, but they resigned. They resigned. That goes to the heart of your integrity, Ken.
Wow.
What do you mean, wow, Ken?
You have the proof because what? They told you?
Ken,
why?
Because we've
What,
seen...
No. Answer the question.
I am answering
Are
you,
you
Ken.
saying you believe
I
these
am
people, but
answering
you
you.
don't believe me? In the case of William,
We're
he
talking
did hand
about
over a
evidence.
resignation letter, and I have witnesses.
So why
to
did you
tell
say you let him go then?
In my team, I have witnesses who will say he was being let go, but Ken was trying to get the work done. So you know that my witnesses are less valid than yours, correct?
I saw
Why is
the...
it you
I
pay
saw...
so much-
You just spoke about yourself in the third person there as well. Ken, I get confused there. I was like, who the fuck is it, Max? Okay. Anyway, right, so get the gist there about this. And you smell the fucking theatre yet? No more rants. You caught me out, Richie. 23:30. So after I'm bringing that up, it took... Now, again, my simple game show, yes, no, or fucking die, moron. Like, you know what I mean? You could work... It's a working title. Put something else for the die. Yes, no, or fucking die, twat. You can mix it up a bit, change it up every Saturday. Maybe have a competition. By text message, it only costs $19.95 plus postage and shipping, or whatever, however the Americans say it, to enter the competition to name next week's show. So it could be yes, no, or fucking die. You decide. See, man, hundreds of ideas. Easy. I could produce TV shows like that. Channel 5, I would be able to make Channel 5 so much better.
But the fact is, Ken, it does. And I don't want any more rants. Let's just talk about this. It goes right to the heart of your credibility. When you say I released all these people, and you didn't.
Wow, what a disingenuous ploy. You have no proof
disingenuous
that I
ploy,
didn't let them
Ken.
go. You're basing your opinion
I
on
saw
hearsay
your
and what
response
people
to,
said. You
but I
have
saw
no
your
proof of
response
that.
to
And
William's
you're trying to
resignation letter.
Okay, whatever, Richie. Fine, whatever. You caught me out. I didn't release them. Well done, Richie.
So,
Journalism
so
at
why
its
did you
best.
say that you
Okay,
did,
we'll
Ken?
move on to the next subject.
But
Okay,
why did
let's
you
move on
say
to the
that you
next one.
did when you didn't? That's, you know...
Right, man. So, I think you can clearly say Ken O'Keefe is defeated. He's on his arse. I mean, I'm sitting here getting hot and sweaty just doing this pish, man. See him doing that, man. He must have felt like he was on the surface of the sun. Anyway, so... you got me there, Richie. No more rants. Right, pyramid scheme, 30 minutes. We touch on the pyramid scheme. Which, for me, is the whole crux of the matter. Right? Hold on, this is a good train of thought. That's where I am. This is the whole crux of the matter for me, why I ain't going so light on Max Egan. He ain't that fucking stupid to not see this for what it was for the start. But when things started falling apart, even though in his last thing he started calling out and saying that he was having doubts about this guy 4 years ago in Gaza, and since then he's had his cock furled down his throat helping him fucking raise money and doing all sorts of shit, even though there has been... I've seen blogs for 2012 talking about Ken O'Keefe stealing money and shit. Don't know how much, but there was been talk about it, man. And again, it's very easy to just go, it's the Zionists shutting him down. Right, but in hindsight, what the guy's really done, what solution are they promoting? What they're doing is trying to get trucks of toys in there. Give us your money, right? Remember George Bush, and and who was it? Who the fuck was it? George Bush and Clinton.
I know a lot of people want to send blankets or water. Just send your cash. We used to need cash, blankets or water.
What's different does it make?
Cash. We need cash. Take that to the bank. You got.
Right? It's the same sort of scam. They're running into Gaza. Oh, you can't question it because you're against it because you'll be cast as a Zionist. See how this psychological mind script works for people who can understand how to manipulate the minions. If you apply, does that make any sense? The point, it's like Infowars and all that. The point of the mainstream media and go, look how shite they are, and then turn into them. These guys point at the charities and stuff, look, they're scamming it, and then are they turning into the charities as well? Where 75% of the money might go to the charities, and then maybe 60%. Well, it's only reasonable that these guys get put up in a 5-star hotel while they're around trying to save the planet. I mean, who can grudge them staying in a 5-star hotel while they're doing stuff for the children of Gaza? Think about it. I don't know. Call me crazy. Skeptic about the skeptics.
At all, was that it wasn't coming back from whether it was Dr. Dubler or whoever, that it was going to be possible. And they got pissed off with your kind of perceived moving away from the commitments made at the very beginning of it. That's where this began, according to him. Now, it does look like, Ken, you've shifted tack over the months in terms of what this, what the pitch is. What the pitch is to the paying public. It's moved away from that. Now you're talking about it's always been more important to get the numbers. And you even mentioned a figure of 10 million. But there was no mention of this, Ken, when you went to the public and asked for $79,000. What do you say to that?
There was no mention of what?
There was no mention that the onus was on getting as many people signed up to it as possible.
Did he just say anus?
That the real crux
onus
of this was getting more and more and more people signed up. That didn't come till much later. You've even mentioned a figure, I think, of 10 million. So why did you change tack? Why did you move away from talking about this being a legal and strategic initiative to saying that really the more important thing is getting people signed up, which is what you're saying now? Now you say the numbers are the key, and the numbers always have been. But in the beginning you didn't.
Right, and I just want to interject as well. These people are... I don't know. Nah, never mind. Nah, fuck it. I'll deal with the criticism. But this is when you can smell a rat. When people are like... It's kind of like the church. It's the original scam. Yes, you can believe in God. Yes, I will relieve you of your skins. I get mugged tonight. Give me your skins. I'll relieve you of your sins. Just put a wee bob, a bit of silver in the plate. Just pay me and then I'll sort you all out. It's the original scam. They're telling you nothing that your brain can't think about, or that some fucking the information that's out there. For example, declare yourself independent, hold our own elections, vote us, not them, and get the politicians to stand up and go, we aren't ruled by, well, they say they're ruled by consent, so we need to withdraw our consent, or enough of us need to withdraw our consent, and this costs us no money. I've still got my election box down there, which is a shoe box. You don't have to have fancy boxes. You can go into bookies and steal borrow pens. There you go. Go into the library and steal a book, use it for paper. I don't know, be creative. I'm only joking, don't steal books out of libraries, folks. Books are good, don't burn them. But, you get the drift. Vote us, not them. Right, and think what the Masons done back in 1776, man. But the Masons bad, didn't they? Or are they good? Hey, hold on! I'm American, and I hate the Mason conspiracy, but I love the Constitution that was wrote by a bunch of Masons. Yeah, think about the cognitive dissonance of that. I'm not going to think about it too much, because I won't come up with an answer that will satisfy all my normal, my confirmation biases. But let me not think about it, and obviously, I am a big fat hairy Illuminati spider for pointing out that retardation of the nation. Yes, I love the Constitution, but I hate the Masons that wrote it. Masons are bad, even though they wrote the Constitution. Like, America, that's a real good place for you to start. Reinstate the Constitution. What politician can object to the Constitution, even though they're changing your whole politics to get away from the Constitution? Think about it. Over here we have such shells as a UK column, and this is just what I believe. I love the UK column, watch it, I get hundreds of good information from there. But again, sceptic about the sceptics. The UK column, stand back, what criticism could you throw at them? They're taking you to the British Constitution Party. They want to gravitate towards 1215. Ooh, Magna Carta! You know, the day when we started getting screwed over and started relieving the magic on bits of paper. None of these people are freeing us from the fucking enslavement of the written word. The man in a funny costume, authority. You know what I mean? And ultimately, these are the bastards that are scared of fucking anarchy actually ruling. And I'm such an anarchist that I ain't an anarchist because you get an anarchy rule book. Fuck that. Anyway, I digress.
That's where Max Egan's argument lies, isn't it?
Okay, did you say that you're going to get out of my way and let me actually respond to this without interrupting me? Is
Jesus
that correct?
Christ, yes I did, my friend. Go ahead, of course I...
Jesus Christ, I
am. Off you go.
So I would refer everybody to the speeches I did across the United States on the Fuck the TSA tour, which was more about actually World Citizen than fucking the TSA. But nonetheless, I spoke throughout all over the country, including Canada, and I laid out exactly what the plan is. I said from the very beginning, and it is a lie, a bald-faced lie, that I never said that the social contract was meaningless in itself. The social contract in itself means nothing unless large numbers of people sign it. It will have no weight at all if there's only 1,000 people or even 100,000 people. It needs millions of people to have the power. And the reason why is because the light that we as people who are united, because we are extremely disunited if you haven't noticed, until we unite in a meaningful way and insist on our natural rights, insist on our nations not being compelled to pay for people to be violated in terms of wars of aggression, crimes against humanity, and war crimes. What I said, and I've said it 1,000,000 times over, is that this mission is to provide a lawful, peaceful way to remove ourselves from the obligation to pay taxes which are being used to commit the gravest of crimes against both domestic and international law. I've said it so many times, I feel like I'm a recording. The strategy involves legal as well as lawful, and you should know the difference. But
now, this is where I'm going to even be a hypocrite and go against myself here. This is where I would, and again, playing devil's advocate because dirty in a turd told me to. Dirty in a turd. I'm a journalist, turd, you know. I play devil's advocate, dirty in a turd. Anyway, so play devil's advocate here. This is where I could possibly see myself in, like, sort of a falling into the Ken O'Keefe conspiracy camp. And the essence, when he starts bringing up the difference between lawful and legal, and the fact that it sounds like he fell. It sounds like he went to a lawyer, and the lawyer went, "Nah, you're fucked, mate. You're not going to get any legal remedy out of this because the games are rigged." But he's now going down the lawful look for remedy, which is lawful rebellion, which has been done, and you'll just end up with a bullet in your head. So equally as much bullshit. But this is where the gatekeeping motherfucker, and again, this is me just thinking out loud, this is where the gatekeeping mofo, dirty three and a turd, the dirty three and a turd himself, starts throwing in curveballs. Now listen to this, right? See, for me, this is the stuff where I'm like, pen, paper, loving this shit. He's talking about the legalese bullcrap mumbo jumbo dance, and Richie Allen just starts listen to this and see if I'm wrong. And Richie Allen just starts deliberately, in my opinion, trying to rumble him and throw a few curveballs and get the emotion stirred. Right, so again, this is when I could fall, or I could see weight to the Ken O'Keefe conspiracy camp.
Apparently you don't, I think. The legal plan involved the hiring of Dr. Dobler. And I asked him 4 questions. So we're going to get into it right now. And I want you, Richie, once I read the answers to these questions, I want you to acknowledge that you were wrong. But first, let me get into who Dr. Dobler is.
I'm asking questions, Ken. I'm asking questions. It's not about whether I'm right or wrong.
Dr. Dobler
is a well-known human rights lawyer. We know that, Ken. We don't need to waste time giving us his CV,
you know that. No,
listen to this, right? So he's talking about Dr. Dobler. He's like, yeah, we fucking know about turd. Potato! Move on. When this is actually quite interesting.
Your audience does.
For me, this is the stuff I want to be hearing. Not, he says it, I says it, you says it. I've got a screenshot of him. You know what I mean? Bunch of wee bitches. This is the stuff I want to hear. What are you doing? When you doing it? And when can I come and live in your free paradise, mate?
Does not know that, and I'm going to make sure they do. Dr. Dobler is an international lawyer and academic who holds a Juris Doctor's degree from New York Law School. He also has a degree...
Right, hold on. There's a few things here I want to say. A few for comedy value. Did he just call him Dr. Dauber? That's a Scottish thing, only Scottish people get that joke. Right, so we've got Dr. Dauber, right, which is fucking hilarious. Get that Dauber! We'll use him as a doctor. Dr. Dauber. Right, anyway. And then does he say that this guy's a fucking right, think of this in your mind, this Palestinian activist, Zion fighter, and is he saying this guy's like a Jewish doctor or something? I need to see this myself. Right, where are we? F.E.A.R. Hold on, my fucking eyesight, man. Honestly, I've got the eyesight of a mole. Right, fuck, I've probably went back too much.
Apparently you don't, I think.
Far
The
too
legal
much.
plan involved the hiring of Dr. Dobler. And I asked him 4 questions, so we're going to get into it right now. And I want you, Richie,
Dr. Dauber,
once I read the answers to these questions, I want you to acknowledge that you were wrong. But first, let me get into who Dr.
I'm asking
Dobler
questions,
is.
Ken. I'm asking questions. It's not
Dr.
about whether I'm right or
Dobler-
wrong.
Dr. Dobler
He's a well-known human rights lawyer. We know that, Ken. We don't need to waste time giving
your
us his
audience does
CV,
not
you know.
know that. No, your audience does not know that, and I'm going to make sure they do. Dr.
see, I need to agree with Ken O'Keefe there. I didn't know Dr. Dauber was a well-known human rights dude. I thought Dr. Dauber would have worked in the blue movie. Where have I got that from, man? Why am I saying that? The blue... Oh God. Anyway, blue movies.
Dobler is an international
Dauber. Sorry, Beavis and Butthead.
lawyer and academic who holds a Juris Doctor's degree from New
A Jewish doctor's degree. Right, what's that? 33.29. I can't fucking see that. Right. Aye.
Apparently you don't, I think. The legal plan involved the hiring of Dr. Dobler. And I asked him 4 questions, so we're going to get into it right now. And I want you, Richie, once I read the answers to these questions, I want you to acknowledge that you were wrong. But first, let me get into who Dr.
I'm asking
Dobler
questions,
is.
Ken. I'm asking questions. It's not
Dr.
about whether I'm right
Dobler-
or wrong.
Dr. Dobler
He's a well-known human rights lawyer. We know that, Ken. We don't need to waste time giving
your
us his
audience
CV,
does
you
not
know.
know that. No, your audience does not know that, and I'm going to make sure
No,
they
no,
do.
no, girlfriend.
Dr. Dobler is an international lawyer and academic who holds a Juris Doctor's degree from New York Law School. He also has a degree from a major university in the Netherlands, and he also has
A Jewish doctor's degree. Is that what he says there? I don't know. That's my best guess what I can hear. I've played it a few times. Just make your own mind up. It doesn't make any sense to me, but
an international law degree from the London School of Economics and Political Science. He's written many books, including The Principle of
all the institutes that we know are, but all the institutes that we say we shouldn't trust, but we trust them when the guys say something we like.
Non-Discrimination in International Law, Introduction to Criminal Law, International Human Rights Law, Introduction to International Human Rights Law, and Introduction to International Humanitarian Law. This is the opinion that I asked of him. I asked him questions regarding our legal approach in terms of, does international law provide us any remedy when it comes to the payment of taxes? Here are the questions, and I'm going to give you the answers. So we'll hear from you afterwards whether or not that is a sound legal approach. Question number 1, and I want everyone to realize that Max had these questions and a contract between myself and Dr. Dobler way back in March. So, question number 1 to Dr. Dobler. Does international law recognize any human rights that can justify an individual's failure to pay public revenue charges or taxes? So, in other words, is there a defense in international law when a person chooses not to pay their taxes? Here is his answer. The answer to the first question is that international human rights law can be a justification for an individual's failure to pay public revenue charges or taxes when it can be proven that the payment of taxes contributes to an illegal action.
Right, so again, let's get back to this crux. they're going to the head of the snake and asking their opinion of can we set ourselves free. The head of the snake is throwing them out hundreds of this legalese mumble jumble bullshit, which in the cold heart of the day in a courtroom can mean anything anybody in a funny wig wants it to mean. And then if you fart in the wrong direction, he'll just send you to jail for being contempt of court. That is the reality. So for anybody to tolerate this, or not even tolerate it, to be so stupid to think you're going to find a legal remedy to being a fucking slave, they're maybe they're everybody likes a bit of optimism and stuff, man, but blind optimism. See these known liars, I'm going to go and use the known liars corrupt system to show that they're corrupt and then start a utopia. I don't think it works that way, and I'm getting a bit tired of this.
So, yes, we have a...
Yes! So, yes, we have a couple of fishwives fucking arguing over fucking bitches and money.
legal approach. Question number 2, Richie.
Question number 2. Let's try and argue.
He's wrong, Ken.
Question number 2.
He's wrong, though.
What?
He's wrong, I think. I've been looking
He's wrong. He's wrong. He's wrong, I think.
into this.
Oh.
We all have access to lawyers, Ken. It's never worked.
We all have access to lawyers, Ken. Thank you very much, Richie Allen. You stay in a different world from me, you wee punk. And you said all you need to know. You, Ken, Max, toilet paper, television, TCP, HIV, TVP, David Icke. Let's think of this big cock train. Alex Jones, Jufro Watson, Luke Rudowski. They all have access to lawyers. See up here in Scotland, you can't get a fucking lawyer anymore. They've pulled the plug on, it varies from case to case and shit, right? And I think it's the same down south as well. But aye, you're fucked. The legal system now, and the scam it is only for the rich now. You have to be rich to be able to even defend yourself in the scam of the courtroom. But hey, let's pay people money to get liars to lie for us in court to prove liars they're liars with lawyers. Okay, perfect.
It's been tried 1,000 times. This is why I couldn't understand at the very beginning why you kept so much of this secret.
And again, let's put our devil's advocate head on. They're taking a turd. Richie Allen turned me that one. Let's say Ken O'Keefe was actually onto something here. Say this guy was actually going to do it and have been sent out to destroy him. And Richie Allen's just sitting there going, but I actually do share that view, actually, to be honest. But then that's when I start questioning myself, because I'm like, fuck, I agree with Richie Allen. Something must be wrong. I kid you not, it's like, I kid you not, hold on, I'm not comfortable with that. Not comfortable. We're agreeing here. Let's think of let's see if I can think of another way of looking at this. And that's when I'm like, sort of, alright, well, maybe, I don't know. I've just seen people going into court trying barrage of stuff, and the vast majority walking out over the longevity with their life less enriched and lucky if they're stayed out of jail.
I'm sorry. You're not letting me read let the audience decide for themselves. Richie Allen is on record as saying that Dr. Dobler is wrong. His understanding of international law is better. Fine.
No, I'm not
Dr. Dobler
saying that. I'm not saying that at all. He's obviously a very bright guy and he knows a lot more about the law than I ever know.
My strategy has been employed 1,000,000 times over. Really? Wow. I didn't know that. Who did that? Nobody's done this strategy. This is the legal opinion, which is part of an overall strategy that involves legal and lawful approaches. Don't you dare say this has been done 1,000,000 times before.
A number of people in the past have cited reasons when they've been brought to court for non-payment of income tax, have tried the whole...
Right, now even think of this as well. What they're trying to do is create somewhere in the world where they can go and not pay tax. Not be fucking free. Think about it. They just want to take their pile of coins and fuck off and retire on it. Think about it. See, go and listen to this whole thing. Forget go and the way they argue for Max. Yeah, are we going to get to a place where you don't pay, and when you don't pay tax, we don't pay tax, we don't pay tax? It's very simple. You don't pay tax and put up with the consequences, and these people are running you around in a merry-go-round. Sounds mental, but if you've courage in your convictions, you don't pay taxes and you deal with the consequences. And you tell people of the consequences of you not want to contribute to the fascist takeover of the world. And then hopefully that'll wake people up. Not, give me money so I can pay taxes while I'm trying to figure out how not to pay taxes on the big barrel load of money. And do you ever hear them talking about the creation of money or currency for this newfound land of freedom ship and stuff? It's one big scam. I'm sorry to be so sceptical about it. They're talking about freedom projects. Are they talking about? They're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. Fuck knows how much the toilet paper, the TVP, the fucking TV fucking prick news, the David Icke scammed off of people. Paid them money for nothing. For YouTube content, for a lot of people to sit around and have circle jerks. And for these bastards to hang around in London, see the TVP money probably went to pay for these guys' hotels when they were down there having their initiation into David Icke's jerk circle.
The government is doing unethical things with my money, and it's never worked, Ken. Ever.
Really? Well, and you wonder
well,
why...
at least in the cases that we've seen, you know.
Richie, and you wonder why we need the numbers, do you? Because you know the difference? The arguments that people are making in the courts are purely legal.
No, do you know the difference? The courts are corrupt and you can't win an argument in the court if it's go... Excuse me, court, can I please tell everybody that you're a fraud? Yes, please batter in. Why would I object to that? That's exactly what they're going to say, not take him away, hang him, draw him, quarter him, because that's the power they have. And until we take away our consent for these motherfuckers to fucking have the authority to do what they want with us, then these morons are going to be able to cream off lost individuals like myself and everybody else for a very long time. Right, I'm sick of this pish. I'm going to go to 58. This is going to be the last wee bit of play. What am I looking for? Right, let's play it for here and see what's going on. And then I will open up a chat.
Thank God I'm not being accused of a Ken.
I challenge you again, Richie, to put the evidence to the public. Put the evidence...
I'm gonna come down there. I'm gonna come down there. Yes, you'll never know what hit you, Richie. I'm gonna come down there and I'm gonna be Hulk Hogan on your ass. Hold on. Right, see, does the circle jerk, does the entertainment and truth or industrial complex now make more sense? Keep being the merry-go-round, they're fucking going down nowhere. It's like going down the plug hole. They're taking you down the fucking spout and telling you enjoy the ride instead of here there's a way out of this shit. Nah, man, it keeps going down, man. So look at all the big goblins and monsters and shit on the way down, man. Buy your tangerine. Spend money you haven't got and shit you don't need and just make me money. Well, you're going down the plug hole. Yeah, I'm gonna come down there. I wish I could remember some more Macho Man Randy Savage. Hoo-ah! I can't remember. I need to go and brush up my WWF fucking soundbite shit, man. Oh, WWF soundboard. Things to do list. In fact, I could actually... Do you know what you could do? I could watch like a live Infowars, get a WWF soundboard and just sort of put the audio over it. That would work, actually. I've got an idea.
Evidence you have, all you have is hearsay. You have nothing.
Wherever you go, you know you want to be there. Whatever you do, you know you're going to be there. It's pure and simple. I think that band was called Hearsay, man. Oh, flashbacks to my Xbox X Factor days.
Or a shoddy pseudo-journalist who has no evidence. You will not put anything to the public record.
I've put plenty to the public, Ken. I've put plenty.
I've
put plenty, but what you start doing is screaming and ranting and calling people names. That's what you do, Ken.
Here you, Richie, you ball baggers. Fuck all on me now. I'm going to fire you. Dickhead. Richie, all you do is sit there and use other people's material and pass it off as your own. Why you good David cock up your arse, you bastard?
You want to talk about name
That's
calling,
what you do, Ken.
You want to talk about name calling?
You've called me an idiot. I'm a shoddy journalist. I'm a pseudo-journalist. I'm asking you serious questions,
Excuse
Ken.
me?
What's wrong with that, Richie, you bastard? You also look like a wee bit like Beaker out the Muppets. You probably sucked David's ex-ball bag as well as his shaft. What's wrong with that, Richie? Can't you take the heat? But you're a serious journalist now. Serious journalist talking about big... In fact, I need to go and... What topics does this guy touch on? Does he follow Bigfoot? Richie, do you believe in aliens? Do you believe in shape-shifting reptoids? Richie? Are you full of pish, Richie?
Do you care? Do you care about the people who donated you $115,000? Do you care about the people who gave you their money, Ken? Do you care about them? Do you understand? You have to answer. Yes, it is. Because you must answer these questions, Ken. You must answer them.
What question? Do I care about the people who donated?
Your answer, Ken, your answer always is, Ken. Everybody else is subversive. They're all subversive. The entire team that resigned, they're subversive. They're trying to mess up the mission.
I'm sorry. We're going from money to... Yeah, okay, yeah.
But these people are making these allegations, Ken. I'm trying to impress upon you the seriousness of those allegations. And you've not offered any proof, Ken. You haven't.
Of what? Do you want proof? I will be supplying
You've thrown a lot
proof.
of names around. You've shouted a lot.
Proof. Yeah, okay. I will be supplying proof that I have taken no pay and that I have paid these people, and I've already proven to you that the legal strategy is not only sound, it's damn impressive to say the least. So I'm wondering, why are you saying or suggesting that I have done something inappropriate with the money when you have...
It's damn impressive. Oh yeah. Oh shit. No. Nearly fucking pressed the wrong button there. Killed the broadcast.
Have no evidence.
I
What
haven't
evidence
said,
do you have, Rich? I don't care
I
about
haven't said
accusations.
that at all, Ken.
I care about evidence.
I haven't said that at all.
Where is the evidence?
Where's the evidence you didn't do it, Ken?
Right, that is just the crux of this whole thing. That's when I gave up. I says it, you says it, I says it, he says it, I says it, you says that I says. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. You will find no answers here. Just a different point of view to this whole circus. Maybe trying to take a step back and say, is this whole is a lot of this all contrived to keep us marching to their beat? Same way with Russell Brand before them. All these, and again, like every pyramid scheme, and these guys sound like they're on the same level of the pyramid scheme. You know, like David Icke's above them. You never question the master. You know what I mean? I think Alex Jones is pretty much near the top of the pyramid when it comes to this, the truther industrial complex, which lets you know where the power lies, where it's controlled from, what route they're letting you to go down. Because let's not forget, they would love a nuclear bomb to go off at the Dome of the Rock, give them an excuse to build a third temple. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to batter into the chat and say hi to everybody. In fact, I'm going to batter into going to show you the chat and my face as I inquisitively, oh no, hold on, I'm going to have to kill that camera actually, sorry, as I try to set up, or as I do turn on the Hangout, sorry, so just bear with me. Wherever you go, you're gonna be there. Whatever you do. God, man, see the programming is so strong. Some of the shit that sticks in your nut, whether it be the theme tune for Neighbours or Coronation Street or what have you. It is crazy days. And what am I looking for here? Just speak amongst yourselves. Anyways, while I'm setting that up, if anybody does want to join, there's the link. I don't know if I'll be sticking about too long, man. Fucking sweaty ball syndrome. I'm sticking to this chair, and it is a bit late in the day, man. But if there is anybody want to get anything off their chest live, come and do it live. If not, butter into the after show chat or what have you. But I'm sure everybody has an opinion. Hopefully people don't share mine. And hopefully people don't get put off with me just mumbling a bunch of crap as I try to sort this all out. Do you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to go and do a piss and put some music on while I wait for the hangout to fill up, which I think's only fair. I am allowed to pee, I think. Am I allowed to pee, guys? I think so. I'm just trying to sort this crap out first and foremost. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully I can speak properly. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Feel free to stick a wee thumbs up, man. Thanks so much for everybody that's watched. And I don't know. Anyway, so hopefully you've all enjoyed it and stuff. Tune in next Tuesday as well for another Not the Infowars Nightly New, an alternative look at the alternative media and the news. Watch the watchers, skeptic about the skeptics. It's all good, and anybody that tells you to not watch this, they're a big fat hairy Illuminati spider, because they don't want you to think a different way about the way they want you to think about different ways about things. Does that make sense? Un-Orwellian, the Orwellian wonderland. Anyway, so please feel free to stick a wee thumbs up, it is much appreciated. I'm laughing at the amount of thumbs up, to be honest, I can't believe it. And all the links below as well. There's the link for the hangout if you want to join the hangout. There's all the links below for backup channels, event pages, Daisy's music channel as YouTube with always music on it. Go and check that out. It's getting amazing, good few amazing tunes on there. And feel free to share this with your friends, families, foes if you think it's a worthwhile exercise. Being critical, thinking critically about the people who tell you to think critical, because they kind of they work on the premise that you're just going to blindly trust them, and then they come in and hammer you with a bunch of bullshit by the looks of things. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to say hi to everybody in the chat. Bokia, how you doing, mate? Nimi, Richard Crooks, how you doing? Cookie, my man. Solo Dog, Stand On, Hud Hastings, Jamesy Boy, Truth Seeker, the Lunatic. In the evening, one and all. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed tonight. The artist formerly known as Tony, Truth Seeker, Alan McVicker, Arrest, Fog Rammussen, Blazing Stars, Boeka, Clips, that'll be me. Colin Gibb, Coleman, how you doing, guys? Gas Mask, Cookie, Hud, Jamesy Boy, Lewis, Nemi, Paddy, Richard, Sam Pitt, Solo Dog, Stand On, Stone Man. Oh shit, Stone Man! Shit, thank fuck you're in. Oh man, I completely forgot again, but I've remembered. So Stone Man, stay there. Where's Alan in as well? How you doing, Alan? 2 seconds, mate. I do need to do this. I completely forgot to do this. And kudos to Stone Man for doing this, by the way. Check this out. And I want to give a shout out to Stone Man 186, Andy's boy as well, Jamie 186. Stone Man told me if it looks like my channel's been designed by a 10-year-old, it's because it has, which was quite funny. But this beautiful thing certainly has not. I hope not. Let me see. And I don't know. And I need to be honest, man, Stone Man, I swear to God, see this wee carving and you sending it to me and all that, mate. And I know you said it to me, and I think I said, "I'll send me a picture," but I just kind of said it and didn't think anything of it. Hold on, I'm going to put this link in the chat as well if anybody wants to go and check this out. I meant to give him a shout out at the beginning. I completely forgot. Sorry, mate. But check this out. But Stone Man, aye, mate, this came at the perfect timing, bud. I kid you not. It was like it definitely put a spring in my step and a wind in my sails, man. It was, honestly, it gave me energy. I kid you not, mate. I'm not even shitting you, man.
The only way I thought of getting a picture to you, man.
You could have took your bong away, and is that a big bottle of whiskey as well? But I don't know, man. For me, I think that makes it even more cooler, to be honest, mate.
Fucking useless. There we go.
Yeah, we'll go on the channel exactly when the thing is.
I know, I'm just getting a picture of this for the channel, Joe. Oh, clips.
Anyway, cheers Stone Man, mate. That's shit hot, man. Go and check your guy's channel out. I put the link in the chat there, I'm sure I did. Check your guy's channel out. And he put a video up, was it today or yesterday? I think he was showing, I'm assuming it's either work he likes or his own work. But that's me only assuming. Anyway, go and check his channel out. And cheers, mate. Honestly, that was fucking shit hot, mate. I loved that, man. I just need my own one now. So Truth Seeker, Lewis, Tony, Arrest. I think I said hi to everybody. Let's see, where's the chat room now? Right, there we go, man. Right, we'll get Alan. How you doing, Alan? All right, buddy?
No bad, mate. No bad. That was a nice wee bit of work that the Stone Man done. I checked that out myself, mate. That was cracking, wasn't it?
Mate, stuff like that is fucking mental when you see it. You know what I mean? It's amazing, man. You're just like, wow. There's actually, I don't know. It's hard to believe that there's somebody actually out there fucking keeps clips in a bit of wind, man.
Aye, and he was getting his wee clips. Well, that was brilliant. Oh, well done, man. Brilliant.
That was mental, man. So listen, man, is there anything you want to say about the bull crap I just covered live, or are we just fired into the after show?
I think, mate, that's just a lot of theatre for the alternative media, mate. Can be, but I think it could be pretty damaging as well. No, I mean, it's going to damage a lot of folk that could maybe be trying to do a good thing out there. No, I mean, folk will know want to kind of a part with donations and things like that to people that are doing like a good thing. No, I mean, because these cunts out here are going to destroy it. With their fucking games, mate. I just wait and see it playing out. I just think it's theatre for alternative media.
It's mental the way when you put the two interviews side by side. You come. I came away with a slight taste in my mouth of like, right, well, they seem to be throwing let me get his guy Ken under the bus a wee bit more than Max.
Yeah.
Even though you're kind of thinking, nah, equally as fucking caught, equally as guilty as each other, kind of thing.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. But Richie Allen, you could tell right away there were a difference in the interview, mate. They were into like kind of a, if you want to like talk about the breadcrumbs kind of a part of it, they were a total different character. Know what I mean? As way the way he was interviewing Max, as there was to like the characters. Know what I mean? But that's only the breadcrumbs part of it. Maybe they were trying to destroy him, know what I mean? At the end of the day, he destroyed himself. Personally, I know what I mean? He's fucked himself, know what I mean? Dug his own grave.
Aye, mate, and well, I'm sure like time will tell, but as you're saying, man, nobody's going to come out as a real winner here. And if it, I don't know, man, it might put. Hopefully, it doesn't put people off getting involved. Maybe I can only see positives in the way that hopefully it'll put people getting involved with like personalities and understand like no name's better than a name kind of thing. It's better the people coming together and actually doing something rather than having sort of a figurehead or like because it puts a target on people's heads, and then it also gives, it gives, like, let's say for instance, the Illuminati did want to infiltrate them and fucking bring things down. It gives them the head of the snake to go and corrupt.
Yeah.
And then
definitely.
even with that TVP thing as well. I mean, what did David Icke do? Invite hundreds of people down to London to go to nights out and stuff like that.
They've done the exact same thing, mate.
Exactly, man.
They needed thousands, they needed hundreds of thousands to fucking do YouTube videos and shit, you know what I mean?
Is there any difference between David Icke pre and post TVP? I don't think so much, man, to be honest.
Nah, mate. Nah.
In the evening, Gordon, how you doing, buddy?
I'm alright, pal. How you doing?
Aye, all good, man. It's a bit fucking late in the day for me, man. I'm going to be turning into a pumpkin. I'm not usually up this late.
I only want to keep you up out your bed a wee bit longer.
Well, mate, is there anything you want to say about this bullcrap live before we fire off?
I'm as suspiciously confused as everybody else.
That's a good way to put it, suspiciously confused. That was a good way.
I see many fucking dimensions of shite coming off it, I'll tell you that. But I suppose all shall be revealed in the fullness of time.
Well, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see now what happens with it. Put it this way, one way or the other, it's probably going to be the end of what Ken O'Keefe was doing. And that makes you think, what was he actually going to get some fucking traction with the bullcrap he was? But then when you listen to
if he's getting nobbled right, the heaviest hitter there is Max Egan.
Aye. And then
really, I mean, Max Egan's gone for fucking broke here. No?
Calling him COINTELPRO, no, man, back 4 years ago and shit, so...
See, what I want to know is if all these people are on no-fly lists, how come they fly all over the fucking world?
They didn't have a visa. They didn't have visas, but he was allowed to fly all over the world. Aye.
I mean, fuck's sake, I can't go to Glasgow Airport for unpaid parking tickets, man. These cunts are fucking subversive, man. You know what I mean? I'm getting fucking dragged down to Paisley fucking Sheriff Court.
I can't get 200 quid together to go and spend a week in Tenerife and fucking chill myself out, man. Fuck's sake.
Make sure you've named unpaid parking tickets.
I think we'll get away with it now we're out the EU. I think we can go Costa del Crime, we're alright, man. Get the fucking extradition and shit, man. But I don't know, I keep every eventuality open. And at the moment, I'm sort of a... See if you listen to that interview and then put it in context with the Max one as well. It sounds like Richie Allen. It sounds like they all know each other. You know how it's listening to football commentary when Ali McCoist and fucking John Collins are sitting there and they've seen each other naked, fucking having ninesomes and all that, and they're sitting in sports scene going like that. Yes, well, Ali Rid was a good game. You can tell there's that knowing of shit that you can't see on TV. That's kind of what I pick up with Richie Allen and all that. You know how that kind of... You know what I'm talking about when you see football players together?
They are all playing a game. Yeah, it showed up in Max Egan's crocodile tears at the end. That odd emotion. Because Max Egan doesn't lose a rag, right? And it was just so character. And anyway, he got emotional at the end. It wasn't quite emotional enough. You know what I mean?
Well, guys, if you've got anything else you want to get off your chest live, or
Oh, that's me. I'm done.
Boys, we'll hang about, and hang around, and Arrest, you stick about as well, mate, and we'll catch you on the after show, mate. So just
hang around because Saddam's playing his banjo.
And we need to see a bit of Saddam in the banjo, that's for sure. So stick around for the after show, man. I'm going to play a wee tune and get us out of here. So thanks for joining, everybody. Tune in next Tuesday for another Not the Infowars Nightly News. An alternative look at the alternative media. Who knows who I'll be focusing on. Predominantly it's got to be the head of the snake, Alex Jones, which makes sense. But over time, and as things come up and stuff, tonight was a must. Because that's where everybody, well, I don't know, for me, that's where a lot of people I knew in the alternative media's eyes were finding about this Max Egan, because it's like take that splitting up in the alternative media, which anyway. So Alan, thanks for joining me. Gordon, headlights for sale. Arrest, stick about, mate, and I'll let you in after we've sorted the end of the hangout. Alan, if I could ask you to stick a wee mute on yourself, buddy, that'd be spot on.
No bother, mate.
Nice one. So thanks for joining everybody. Thanks for joining everybody in the hangout. Stick around. Anybody wanting to join the after chat as well, you might be a bit shy about coming on live, you can feel free to join the after chat. There's the link there, just wait for me to wrap things up and I will let you in the room. So thanks everybody for joining. I can't believe how many people watched actually. Anyway, so thanks, stick a wee thumbs up, much appreciated. All the links below if you want to share it at some point, and all the links below for event pages, community page, backup channels, and Daisy's music more importantly. And that will keep you up to date with all the new shows. See Through the Fear Porn every Friday at 10 o'clock, and not the Infowars Nightly News live at 11 PM UK time, both of them. So I can stick that back on, I think. So thanks everybody for joining, it's been a pleasure, hope you have enjoyed it as well. Colleyman, Cokeman, Stand On, Nimi, Paddy, how yous all doing? Make sure I've just not missed anybody out. Stone Man, pleasure mate, Coke Man, Collie Man, Gas Man, Nimi, Paddy and Stand On in the evening one and all. Going to play a wee bit of, don't know yet what am I thinking. In Theta State, one of my favourites, Catchies.
Faith not to think to pray, filled up with darkness to turn it to late. Sat in front of a TV screen, watch it flicker away with the rest of the dreams. Who are you to tell me where I've gone too far? And who are you to tell me who my enemies are? Faith, you're not alone. House of cards holds up the throne. Everything gets blown away when we stand here and say, who are you to tell me I don't look alright? And who are you to tell me I will stand and fight? Jeremy Hale.
quiet down now and get some sleep.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Mama. Good night, Ben.
Good night, everyone. Good night, Mama. Good night, Daddy.
Good night, children.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, Alice Jones.
Good night, John Boy. Good night, Jim Bob. Good night, Jim Bob.
Good night, David Icke.
Good night, Jim Bob.
Good night, True Theatre Industrial Complex.
What's everybody doing? Good
Good night, Jim Bob. Go to sleep.
F.E.A.R, come on. It keeps the cheese and the maze and the rats and the race and those peasants in the days like a hip up on days. It's F.E.A.R, come on.
Keeps clear.